All right. And we're live again. Make sure my mic is good. Okay. Yeah, we're live again. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, the internet was messing up. So hopefully this is better. Hopefully it doesn't lag. My lineup has taken an L this weekend. Is Waller out or in? He's very questionable. He could definitely play. He could be out. He says he doesn't feel great. I mean, I know I'm not telling you one answer or not. I don't know, unfortunately. I don't have any insider information. I know as much as you do, and he said he doesn't feel great, but he's going to try to play. Waller. Yo, what up, MP? What up, what up, what up? Two running backs to start. Damian Harris, Booker, or Gibson. Damian Harris, and I would go with Gibson. Start two, Henry Ruggs, Julio, or Gibson. I would go with Gibson and Julio. Bateman or Ramondre Stevenson. Bateman. And as you guys trickle in, make sure you smash that like button. If you're over on TikTok, smash that like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. Come on. We can get it. RB2, McKissick or Khalil Herbert? I would go with McKissick. Waller, Julio, Gibson, all questionable. They are all questionable. Some injuries here, and I need people in chat to let me know as the injuries break. I should pull up Twitter here. But I'm just flowing through the YouTube chat, a bunch of different things. So I need my people over on YouTube to let me know when breaking news happens. When people are ruled out. So let me know. Julio, Ramondre, Rondell Moore, Damian Williams, or Khalil Herbert. I would go with Julio as long as he plays. Darnold or Tannehill? Tannehill. McKissick or Freeman? McKissick. Rashad Bateman or Rondell Moore? Rashad Bateman. And once again, if you're over on TikTok, smash the like button. Let's get up to 1K likes. 1K likes. Let's get it, TikTok. Do we start Waller today? If you don't have a backup plan, I mean, I guess so. But really, if there's somebody, I would just pick him up. I mean, it's really tough because it's the 4 o'clock game. If you have a better option, honestly, I would just go with him. If you have an option, I would go with the other one. Tua or Matt Ryan? Tua. I have Cole Kmet as the backup. Oh, gosh, that is brutal. That's brutal. I really don't know if Darren Waller is going to play. Yeah, just pick up the backup for, who is it, Foster? I would pick up the backup for the Las Vegas Raiders. Winston or Darnold? Winston. James Conner, Devontae Booker. James Conner. Gibson or McKissick? I would go with Gibson. Bench Waller, start Goddard? Yes, I would do that. I would start Goddard. Edmonds' first touchdown this week? Hopefully. He's definitely due. I think he's going to score a tutty, yeah. Bateman, Julio, or Rondell Moore? Bateman for me. Rams D versus Lions or Pats D? I'm going to go with the Patriots D. Harris or Edmonds? Harris. And if you're over on TikTok, smash the like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. Let's get it. Corey Davis or Jacoby Myers? I would go with Jacoby Myers. Yeah, Gibson or Jacobs? Gibson. James Conner, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or I would just go with James Conner there. Christian Kirk, Ayuk, or Robbie Anderson? I would go with Kirk. Godwin or Moore? I have Moore higher. Mixon or Swift? Swift. Which Seattle running back would you start this week? I would start Alex Collins. It looks like he's going to play. I would start him, but I would definitely keep Rashad Penny in my back pocket. 100%. OJ Howard or Gerald Everett? OJ Howard. Bateman or Callaway? Bateman for me. Damian Williams or Devontae Freeman? Devontae Freeman or Elijah Mitchell? I got Lamar, Tyreek, Debo, McCaffrey, Kamara, and Andrews now in 10-team league. No depth, though. Hey, that's all right. That's a really solid starting lineup. Players I'm excited about. Gibson, Moore, and Henderson. Gibson again, MP. Gibson, you're excited for him to play 2 snaps and then leave the game? I hope that doesn't happen. I have him in a couple leagues, so I really hope that doesn't happen. Khalil Herbert, Connor, or Ramondre Stevenson? Connor. Tyler Lockett or Jacoby Myers? Tyler Lockett. Ertz or OJ Howard? Ertz. Darrell Williams or Zach Moss? Darrell Williams. Give me Darrell Williams. Herbert or Carter? Herbert. Herbert or Booker? Herbert. Gaskin or Kirk? For me, Kirk. And if you are on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's only 11 people in here. You will 100% get your question answered. So come on over to YouTube, not as busy. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree in my description. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, description, the link tree's there, over to YouTube. Come on over, get your questions answered. Rate my team this week: Sam Darnold, Chase Edmonds, Elijah Mitchell, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Kyle Pitts, Dearness Johnson, Bucks. I think that's a really solid starting lineup. It looks good to me. I'm just hoping last game was just a fluke since the third game before he was just fine. Yeah, I hope so too, MP. I definitely hope so. Chuba or Mixon? I would go with Mixon. Gibson or Booker? Gibson. You can't forget the Saints game either. He had 22 touches. That is true. That is true, MP. Is Robbie Anderson a bad start? Not this week, no. Waddle or Pittman? I would go with actually Waddle. I would go with Waddle. St. Brown, Connor, or Collins? Connor. McKissick or Booker? I would go with Booker. Elijah Mitchell or Fournette? Fournette. Elijah Mitchell or Khalil Herbert? Elijah Mitchell. Hollywood or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Booker, Mooney, or... No, I'm sorry. I would go with Hollywood there. Hollywood over T. Higgins. Sorry. Booker, Mooney, or Ramondre Stevenson? Booker. Is Derek Carr still reliable? Yes, I would still fire up Derek Carr. You think Darnold will bounce back today against the Giants? He'll be okay. I don't feel great about it, though. Renfro or Kirk? Kirk. Is Elijah Mitchell a solid flex this week? Yes, he is. Booker or McKissick? Booker. Unless it's full point PPR, then I would go with McKissick. But if it's not, then Booker for me. Ayuk, Mooney, A-Rob, or Robbie Anderson? I would go with, out of all of them, give me Brandon Ayuk. Is Elijah Mitchell looking at double ditches? Yes, double-digit touches this week? Absolutely. Hawkinson or Ertz? Hawkinson. Kyler versus the Texans or Stafford versus the Lions? Kyler. Devontae Smith or Khalil Herbert? Devontae Smith. If Waller is out, who should I pick up? I would pick up the backup tight end for the Raiders. That's probably going to be your safest bet. Hard sit is Corey Davis since Zach Wilson will throw 5 picks today. I'm happy I got Pat's kicker. Hey, I'm telling you, Jets are going to come out and ball today. Jets are going to play good today. I'm telling you what. Yeah, that's my bold prediction today. I'm taking the Jets spread. I don't know if I don't want to take the money line, but taking the spread. James Conner or J.D. McKissick? James Conner. Uzama or Komet? Uzama. Miles Sanders or Waller? Miles Sanders. Carr, Hurts, or Burrow? Pick 2. I would go with Hurts and Burrow. Actually, yeah, I would go with Hurts and Burrow. Guys, the starting case, Darren Waller doesn't start. I mean, I would fire up, like, what I would do is if you have a top 10 option, I would play them on your bench. Otherwise, if you're kind of sitting there and you're not sure, like, what you should do, OJ Howard, you can pick him up because that's going to be a later game. It's at 4 o'clock. Also, the backup tight end for Las Vegas Raiders. But I would be looking at OJ Howard. I'm sure Ertz is already gone, but really that's the only interest I have. Robert Dwelly, but I wouldn't feel great about that. Tua or Darnold? Tua. Why Hawkinson over Ertz? He's playing a tough LA because I don't care. Like, there's going to be plenty of garbage time there for him to do something. And plus, I'd rather play Hawkinson. And you look, if you're looking at matchups, well, let's look at the Arizona matchup, where Arizona should absolutely crush Houston. At least they should. That means more second half, kind of like what happened last week, where it's more rushing attempts rather than them throwing the football. So, you think Corey Davis will do better than Julio? No, I'd rather play Julio. Start Michael Carter or Gibson? Gibson. Extras, yo, what up? We got start 3, bench 1. Brandon Cooks, Christian Kirk, Terry McLaurin. I would sit Christian Kirk. I would start the rest of them. Brandon Cooks, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore. At work, but what up? Hey, what up? What up? Appreciate you joining the stream. Cooks or Woods? Cooks. Gibson or J.D. McKissick? If it's full point PPR, give me J.D. McKissick. Otherwise, I'm going Gibson. Who is the upside play, Julio or Higgins? I think I would say Julio. It's more like I just think I feel like Tennessee is definitely going to be in a shootout. They're going to have to be in a shootout, so I would go with them. Where that Baltimore game could be a lower scoring game, more of a defensive battle. I definitely think that how I don't think Kansas City has any shot as defensive battle. I think that game's going to be a high-scoring game. Mike Davis or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams. Marquez Callaway or AJ Green? I would go with AJ Green. Elijah Mitchell or Miles Sanders? Elijah Mitchell. Damian Harris or Allen Robinson? Damian Harris. Cooks, Godwin, Debo, pick 2. Cooks, no, I would go with Debo and Godwin. Think Matt Ryan scores at least 2 touchdowns this week? I think it could definitely happen, yeah. I think that game's going to have sneaky a sneaky upside game with scoring potential. I'm a Niners fan. I have to choose between Pittman and Ayuk. Do you think that Ayuk is a bad start? I don't think it's a bad start this week, but I would go with Pittman. But if you want to go with Ayuk because you're a Niners fan, hey, go for it. Go for it. Bench 1, start 2. Josh Jacobs, Henderson, or Swift. I would go with Henderson and Swift. So bench Jacobs, extras. Debo, Chuba, or Lockett. Debo there. Should I be worried about Aaron Jones with A.J. Dillon? No, absolutely not. I talked about this previously. If you have Aaron Jones, do not be worried about A.J. Dillon. It's actually a better thing with A.J. Dillon taking some touches away from Aaron Jones, especially the rushing touches, because it's going to keep Aaron Jones fresh. Where Aaron Jones is going to make the money in the red zone and in the pass catching game, which he's still clearly the red zone back in this offense. Clearly the red zone back. A.J. Dillon barely sniffs the red zone, so no worries. Actually, it's a good thing because it will keep Aaron Jones fresh. Alex Collins or Myles Gaskin? Alex Collins. Or Myles Gaskin for me. Myles Gaskin. Trade T. Higgins for Tyler Lockett? I would do that, yes. Who should I start at my flex? Higgins, Myers, or Boyd? Higgins. Devontae Smith or James Conner? James Conner. I have Robbie Anderson at flex, but McKissick on the bench. But I also have... I would just fire up McKissick, even if you have Gibson starting. Start Jacoby Myers or Pittman at flex. Pittman. Catch you later. Have a great day. Hey, appreciate it. Extras. Shout out to extras in chat. Big W with the $2 donation. And also, extras is a member. If anybody in chat wants to get their question answered 100%, which I feel like I'm really getting through a lot of these questions pretty quickly. I may have skipped over yours. I apologize. Just ask it again. But if you want to 100% get your question answered, sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. There's different things that you unlock, but the number one thing that you unlock is you unlock getting your question answered 100%. You get priority in chat. I go to your question right away. So become a member today. Super Chat's also available to 100% get your question answered. Do you think Packers defense is a good matchup for Gibson? I do think it's a good matchup. The biggest question with Gibson is, can he play the full game? Devontae Booker, Michael Pittman. Devontae Booker. Myles Gaskin or Damian Williams? Myles Gaskin. Jamar Chase, Waddle, DJ Moore, or Terry McLaurin. So I would go with Jamar Chase, DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin. Myles Gaskin or Damian Williams. For me, I would go with Myles Gaskin. Darrell Williams or Damian Williams. Darrell Williams. Should I play Tyler Higbee, Waller, or Gesicki? Honestly, I would go with Gesicki. Tannehill or Matt Ryan. I would go with Matt Ryan there. Going the roll with your advice. Appreciate the help, man. Good luck to you today. See you next stream. Hey, appreciate you, Jonathan. And good luck today to you. Hawkinson or Higbee? Hawkinson. Devontae Booker or Edmonds? I would go with Chase Edmonds. I'm playing a guy who has Matt Ryan, Josh Jacobs, Khalil Herbert, D-Hop, T. Higgins, Ruggs. Should I be worried? I mean, no, but I do think that's an okay starting lineup this week. How do you feel about Julio at flex this week? I think it's okay, depending on your other options. But if it, I think it's okay, especially this week. Brandon Edwards or Bateman? Now Brandon Edwards definitely comes into play a little bit more, but I would still go Bateman. But I do think that Bryan Edwards, he's moving up my board now with Darren Waller, extremely questionable. A questionable Antonio Gibson or Khalil Herbert? I would still go with Antonio Gibson there. Sanders or Booker? Sanders. Thoughts on Josh Jacobs today? I like Josh Jacobs. I'd fire him up. Jacoby Myers, T. Higgins, Mooney. T. Higgins. Hold out for Waller or start Steals. What time is that game? Is that game at 1? The Washington game? Yeah. I would honestly just fire up Steals Jones. Personally, that's what I would do. Start McKissick or Freeman? McKissick. Should I accept Aaron Jones and A.J. Brown for Dalvin Cook? I want the Aaron Jones and A.J. Brown side, personally. Hoping Washington football's defense plays good like last game. We'll see. We'll see if they play good. Also, real quick plug here. If you haven't already, if you're on YouTube right now, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok right now, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's only 30 people in here. You'll get your question answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. In my link tree, it'll take over to my YouTube channel. So profile in the description, my link tree over to the YouTube channel. Come on over. It's not as busy. Only 30 people over here. You'll get your questions answered. All right. Jets defense or 49ers? 49ers defense. Devontae Parker, Ruggs, or Booker at my flex. I would go with Devontae Parker there. A.J. Brown or Jalen Waddle? A.J. Brown. Running backs getting messed up by their teams. Gibson, Aaron Jones, Miles Sanders, Chubb. Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Ridley, Christian Kirk, and Bateman for Gibson, Edmonds, and Godwin. I would do that trade, yes. Should I start Higgins or Lockett? Start 3, bench 1. We got Freeman, Christian Kirk, AJ Green, and Gaskin. So who would I bench out of those? I would bench Freeman. Should I start Khalil Herbert? It depends on your other options. Brian, yo, what up? Waddle or Lockett? Waddle. Is Damian Williams a bad start? I wouldn't start him, but it depends on your other options. AJ Brown or McLaurin? AJ Brown. Herbert or Stevenson? Let's go Steelers too. Let's go Steelers. I would go with Herbert. Rashad Bateman or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Rashad Bateman. Rondale Moore or Sterling Shepard? Sterling Shepard. Freeman or Ingram? Freeman. Brandon Cooks, Mike Davis, Damian Harris, Miles Sanders, all Elijah Mitchell. Sit 2. So who would I sit out of those guys? I would honestly sit Miles Sanders and Elijah Mitchell, start the rest. 2 or Hurts. Josh Jacobs, Julio Jones, or Devontae Booker. I would go with Josh Jacobs there. Elijah Mitchell, Pittman, or Devontae Booker. Elijah Mitchell. It truly doesn't make sense how their running backs, Gaskin, Henderson, Jonathan Taylor, running more routes than a wide receiver. Yeah, I know. Right? No, I feel you. I asked about Ridley, Christian Kirk, and Bateman and Gibson. And you said you wanted which side you take. You didn't say. Oh, I would want the Gibson side. The Gibson side and Godwin side. Would you trade Sutton and Chuba Hubbard for Kareem Hunt? Guy is getting. No, I would want the like. I think Kareem Hunt's going to be out for a while here. Should I start Murray or Booker as my RB at my RB? Murray or Booker? Latavius Murray? He's out. I would go with Booker there, unless there's another Murray I can't think of right now. AJ Brown, Jamar, and Mike Williams. Pick 3 rest of the season. AJ Brown, Jamar, and Mike Williams. Pick 3. Wait, who's the other one? Am I missing someone there? T? There's only 3 there. Should I start Alex Collins or Mike Davis? Mike Davis. Pascal or Williams on the Lions? I would go with Pascal. Should I start T. Higgins or Lockett? T. Higgins. Pick 3. We got A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin. I would go with A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, and I would go with DJ Moore. Traquan Smith or Zach Pascal? I would go with Traquan Smith, actually. Renfrow or Higgins? Higgins. A.J. Brown or Robert Woods? A.J. Brown. Is Gibson worth trading for? I'd rather trade him away, but his value is pretty low right now. So if you want to buy low, I mean, I think it's a great time to try to buy low. Should I start Jamison Crowder if I have the Pats defense? Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. Terrell Williams or Fournette? That's a tough one. Let me see. I have Terrell Williams 1 spot higher. Pick 4. We got Josh Jacobs, Terrell Williams, Waddle, Hubbard, or T. I would go with pick 4. Josh Jacobs, Terrell Williams, Hubbard, and Waddle. Khalil Herbert or Elijah Mitchell, Tyler Boyd, Allen Robinson, or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Pick 1. I would go with Allen Robinson still. Lockett or Renfrow? I would go with Lockett still. Lockett. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed over on YouTube. And if you're over on TikTok, make sure you hit that follow button. Get notified when I go live. And if you want your questions answered, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree, and then it'll take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. There's 30 people over here. Get your questions answered. So click on my profile, go to the link tree, come on over to YouTube. All right. Should I start Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake? I mean, if you have to, go for it. But I would rather start somebody else other than Kenyon Drake. Carr or Tannehill? Carr. Edmonds or Marquise Brown? I would go with Edmonds. Should I start McLaurin or should I start Gaskin or Mooney? McLaurin. I would go with McLaurin. Crowder or Marquez Callaway? I would go with Marquez Callaway. Collins, Booker, or Michael Carter? Booker. McLaurin or Cooks? Cooks. Or I would go with McLaurin there. It's really close between Cooks though. Hubbard or Patterson? If it's PPR, give me Patterson. Elijah Mitchell or Gibson? I go Elijah Mitchell, honestly. Higgins, Pittman, or Myers? Pittman. Corey Davis, A-Rob, or Julio? Julio. McLaurin or Cooks? McLaurin. Ridley or Terry? Ridley. Who should I start? McKissick, Khalil Herbert, or Penny? McKissick. AJ Brown, Jamar Chase. Pick 2 for the rest of the season. I would go with Jamar Chase and Mike Williams, I guess. Yeah. Should I start Alex Collins or Mike Davis? Mike Davis. Do I start Hubbard or Patterson? If it's PPR, give me Patterson. Otherwise, Hubbard. Mooney or AJ Brown? Please, AJ Brown. Should I drop Kadarius Toney or Tooney for my Waller? I would drop Tooney. He's not playing this week. With the other guys back, I just think he's going to get buried on the depth chart. Booker or Mooney? Booker. Terry or Ridley? Ridley. Should I keep Sweeney, Bill's backup tight end, or trade bait, or should I pick up Pittman? I would just pick up Pittman. I wouldn't worry about him. Metcalf or Bateman? Honestly, I would still go Metcalf there. Marquise Brown or Waddle? Marquise Brown. Jamison Crowder or Bateman? Or Rondell Moore? Bateman. Should I play, or should I stay Darnold at my QB, or pick up Jimmy G? I would just stick with Darnold. Devontae Booker or Rashad Bateman? I would go with Devontae Booker. Ruggs or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Predict 2 top waiver wires for next week. All right. That's really hard to do. It's going to be a backup running back. And you know who I'm going to say? Hey, bud. Scotty's saying. I'm going to say one of them is going to be what's his face? Jeremy McNichols. All right, backup running back for the Tennessee Titans. And then, I don't know. It's hard to say who. Scotty Sands. Hey, bud. Lockett or Waddle? Yo, what's up, Scotty? Thanks for the $2 donation. Shout out to Scotty. I would go with Waddle there. And Super Chat's available to anybody that wants their question answered 100%. As we see here, we got Super Hazard. Yo, I can never remember how to say it. I know that it's from Dragon Ball Z. I can never say it, though. We got Higgins versus Baltimore, or Pittman versus San Fran. I'm going with Higgins there. Higgins. And appreciate the $5 donation. Big shout out. And I know MP's in chat. Last time, I'm pretty sure MP corrected me. So how do you say it? Super... I forget how to say it. Why do you think Bateman is a better play than Crowder? Because Bateman plays on a better offense, and he doesn't play the New England Patriots. And Bateman is a stud who led the team in targets last week with 6 in his first game ever. So I love Bateman. I think he's a really good player. He was a really good prospect coming out of college as well. Marquise Brown or Shepard? I'm going with Marquise Brown. Pick 2, we got Swift, Gibson, Damian Williams, Mike Davis. Pronounce Saiyan. So, okay, it's Saiyan. So you just got to say Saiyan? That's all? Saiyan. All right, Saiyan. Yo, Super Saiyan Hazard. There we go. Appreciate it. Hey, appreciate Ace for helping me out with the pronunciation. Thank you. Devontae Freeman or Mikael Hardman? Devontae Freeman. Marquise Brown or Shepard? Marquise Brown. Do you think that Penny can get the starting role if Carson is out? I think Alex Collins going to get it, but hey, Penny's going to be definitely involved in this offense. Don't think that he won't be. They didn't draft him in the first round for nothing, and I know he's been disappointing. There's been injuries, but they're going to give him the opportunity. They're going to give him the opportunity to shine a little bit. It's still going to be Alex Collins, but they're going to give him opportunities because they don't want to be wrong with the draft pick. O.J. Howard or Cole Kmet? O.J. Howard, do you think Penny would make an impact? I think that he'll make an impact. I wouldn't really play him in fantasy football, but I do think that he's going to be, okay, I guess it depends on what his ownership is right now, but I do think he's going to be one of the top ads on waiver this upcoming week. Lamar or Hurts? I would go with Hurts. Or I'm Lamar. Morning, Tyler. Yo, what up, Wyatt? We got Julio or Corey Davis. I would go with Julio. Julio. Lamar Hurts. Lamar. Khalil Herbert or Corey Davis. Corey Davis there. McKissick or Kirk. McKissick. Mooney or Julio. Julio. Evans, Hopkins, McLaurin, Moore. Pick 3. Evans, Hopkins. No. Ooh. I guess I would go Hopkins, McLaurin, Moore. So that's actually, I'm going to go with Hopkins, Moore, and Evans. Now that you have A.J. Brown, Gronk out, I like Evans more, even more. And he was really close to McLaurin anyways. Booker, Freeman, Booker, Freeman, or Booker, Pittman, Booker. Do you think that Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Devontae Johnson is a reliable starting core? Yes, I do. That's a good receiving core in fantasy football. Pick 2, Marquise Brown, Chris Godwin, Sterling Shepard, or Hunter Renfrow. I would go with pick 2. We have Chris Godwin and Marquise Brown is who I would go. No problem. Anyone on my bench a must start? Let me know who it is, Ace. Let me know. I'll look out for it, Ace. Pick 2. We got Swift, Gibson, Damian Harris, Mike Davis. I would go with Swift and honestly, in full point PPR, Mike Davis. Go Mike Davis. Do you think Booker is going to do good today? I think he's going to be okay. Lockett, Devontae Smith, Marquise Brown, Chuba. So who are you? I wouldn't say a must start, but I definitely like Chuba Hubbard a lot today. I like him a lot. Gaskin or A.J. Dillon? I'm going with Gaskin. Any Waller update? Not that I know of. Just extremely questionable. Oh no, my TikTok sign. Gotta get this bad boy up. I gotta get some new tape on here. Hopefully it stays up. All right, we got it back up. Hey, we got a $2 donation from Cent. Pick 1. We got half point PPR, Khalil Herbert, A-Rob, or Lockett. So I'm gonna go with Tyler Lockett there. Cent. With the $2 donation. Shout out to Cent with the $2 donation. And this is a perfect opportunity here for a quick plug. Appreciate you, Cent. So if you're over on YouTube, smash the like button. We're at 24 likes. Let's get up to 30 likes. Let's get up to 30 likes. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok right now, if you're over on TikTok, there's 30 people over here on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over here. We're live. Get your questions answered. So click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Also, if I'm not answering your questions, which I'm honestly trying to work through as many as possible, memberships are available. You sign up to be a member. There's different tiers. The first tier is $2.99. But what you get, the most important thing that you get with the different tiers is you get priority in chat. So anytime that I see your name pop up, you have a green name and a badge. Anytime I see your name, Adam Sandsler right there. Anytime I see the name, I jump to the question right away. You get your question answered 100%. Also, if you're going to do some betting, over on BetUS, sign up today. The link's down in the description. You also see Stream Elements talking about it. Deposit $50, get $125 deposit match bonus over on BetUS. Sign up today. Win some money. All right. Hey, Tyler, I've been following you all season, so you think I know the answer, but Swift or Mike Davis? I would go with Adam Sandler. That sounds like Adam Sandler, doesn't it? I would go with Swift. I would go with DeAndre Swift. Appreciate it. And appreciate you being a member. All right, pick 2. We got Chuba, Swift, or Mixon. Swift and Mixon. What Jets players should I start? Really, I would avoid all of them. But like Michael Carter's okay. I mean, this week, really, honestly, Corey Davis is okay. It's a tough week. It's a brutal week in fantasy football. So chances are, if you have one of them, you might have to play one of them. Carter, McKissick. Booker, Mitchell, Higgins, PPR. I would go with Mitchell and Booker. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. Do you think Darren Waller will play? I do think he'll play, but I don't know how effective he's going to be. Myers or Pittman? Pittman. Derek Carr or Sam Darnold? Derek Carr. Darrell Williams or Chuba Hubbard? Darrell Williams. McKissick or Mitchell? PPR, I would still go Elijah Mitchell there. Ruggs or Higbee? Fire up Ruggs. Kenny Gainwell or Ramondre Stevenson? Looks like Kenny Gainwell is kind of getting phased out of the offense here, so I would go with Stevenson. Carter or McKissick? McKissick. Woods or Debo? Debo. Who should I pick up if Waller doesn't play? So, there's a couple options here if Waller doesn't play. The first one for me would be O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard, they play at 4 o'clock, so he's an option there. Another option would be Robert Dwelly later tonight. And then also Gerald Everett. Those are guys. Also, you could go with the backup. I don't know actually who the backup is. I wouldn't really rely on the backup for the Raiders. I would go with O.J. Howard first, Robert Dwelly, Gerald Everett. We'll go O.J. Howard, Gerald Everett, Robert Dwelly. Who should I start? Lockett or Cooper? Cooper. Like Amari? Who's Cooper? Or Cooper Kupp? If it's Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp. If it's Amari Cooper, well, he doesn't play this week, so Lockett. Drake or Freeman? Freeman. Chuba, Swift, or Mixon? Swift and Mixon. DK, Woods, Myers, Hollywood, Brown. I would go with Hollywood, and I would go with Woods. Crowder or Davis? I'd rather go Crowder. JD, McKissick, Gibson, or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams for me. Khalil Herbert or Freeman? Freeman. Josh Jacobs, Darrell Williams, Chuba Hubbard, Debo Samuel. I would go with, so pick 3. I would go with Darrell Williams, Debo, and Chuba. Myers or McKissick? I would go with McKissick. I know these aren't great. Yo, what's up, Ryan? I know these aren't great options, but if Sterling Shepard doesn't play, you like Ayuk or Rondell Moore? I would go with Ayuk there if he doesn't play. But I'd much rather play Sterling Shepard, but if he doesn't play, Ayuk. And shout out to Ryan Evans, a member in the chat. Should I trade Lockett for Cooper? Oh, should I trade Lockett for Cooper? I'd rather have Lockett personally. I'd rather have Lockett. Darnold, Wentz, or Garoppolo? Darnold, Wentz, or Garoppolo? Darnold for me. Damian Williams or Herbert on Chicago? I would rather go Herbert. JD, Gibson, or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams. Start DK, Devontae Smith, Robert Woods, or Sterling Shepard. I would want to go with Devontae Smith there. Crowder or Renfro? Renfro for me. Tyler Higbee or Zach Ertz? Tyler Higbee. Trade Mike Williams and Aaron Jones for Zeke and DJ Moore? Yes, I would do that. If I'm getting the Zeke side, I would want the Zeke side. Booker or Collins? Booker. Should I start Mooney or Robbie Anderson? I'd rather go with Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson or J.D. McKissick? J.D. McKissick. You think Tyreek is playing today? Yeah, I think he's going to play. Crowder or Renfro? Renfro. Should I keep Ryan Tannehill or pick up Darnold? I would just keep Tannehill in. Is McKissick a solid start this week? Yeah, I do like McKissick this week. I do, especially in PPR leagues. Yeah, I think he's a good start. Freeman or Carter? I would go with Michael Carter. I would go with Michael Carter. Actually, I got to double check that. That's probably really close. Where is Michael Carter? Yeah, Devontae Freeman's 1 spot higher. He's 1 spot higher. I knew it was really close. So, Devontae Freeman. Edmonds or Freeman? Edmonds. Rank Allen Robinson, Ayuk, Bateman for this week and for the rest of the season. So, I would say for this week, Bateman, I'm going with Ayuk and Allen Robinson. For the rest of the season, I'm going to go with Bateman. I'm going to go with Allen Robinson, Ayuk, though. Actually, I'm going to go with Bateman, Ayuk, or I'm going to go with Bateman, A-Rob, Ayuk. Corey Davis or Allen Robinson? Corey Davis. Hawkinson or Seals? Hawkinson. Just offered Patterson and Terry for Swift and Allen. Thoughts? I would want the Swift side. Gonna have to drop Devontae Parker last minute since he might not play today. Should I pick up Allen Robinson or Amon-Ra St. Brown? I would pick up Allen Robinson. I'd fire up Allen Robinson. I don't feel great about it, but I would fire him up. Also, let's see. This is a great time. Since I'm caught up, we got Julio, T. Higgins, Bateman. Pick 2. I would go with Julio. I would go with T. Higgins and Julio. And this is a great time here. quick plug. If you haven't already, if you're over on YouTube, we're at 31 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. I'm caught up on YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. And smash that like button if you're over on TikTok. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. Follow, but come on over to YouTube. 100% get your questions answered. So come on over to YouTube. Click on my profile, link tree. Link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. All right, let's get back to it. So Waddle or Terry McLaurin or AJ Brown? I would go with AJ Brown there. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Ertz or Waller? I'm gonna go with honestly Ertz. Yeah, I wouldn't start Waller this week. He says he doesn't feel great, and to me that's enough to say nah. Start Devontae Booker, Mecole Hardman, Devontae Booker, AJ Green or Julio Jones. Julio Jones with Waller hurt if he can't play. OJ Howard or Cole Kmet. OJ Howard. Start 2, Terry McLaurin, AJ Brown, Jalen Waddle. I would go with Terry McLaurin and AJ Brown. Pick 2, we got Gibson, Devontae Booker, Julio Jones, Tyler Boyd. I would go with Gibson and Devontae Booker. There. Renfro or Crowder, Renfro. J.D. McKissick or Gaskin, J.D. McKissick. Week 8, tight end, we got Duda Waller by Jared Cook. Oh, that's week 8. Okay, so next week. I would go with out of those guys, Dan Arnold. Mark. AJ Green or Rashad Bateman? Rashad Bateman. Emmons or Myers? Emmons. Mike Davis or Devontae Booker? Mike Davis. Pick 2, Patterson, Swift, Darrell Williams. I would go with Swift and Darrell Williams. Mike Davis or Brandon Ayuk? Mike Davis. Moreau, I don't know how to say his name, or OJ Howard. That's the backup for the Raiders, right? The Raiders. I would go with OJ Howard. Pick 2, Tua Heineke or Garoppolo. Tua. Amon-Ra St. Brown or J.D. McKissick. J.D. McKissick. Pick 1, we got Allen Robinson, Herbert, Collins, or Bateman. I'm going with Alex Collins there. Ruggs or Mecole Hardman. Ruggs. Bullock or Tucker as the kickers. I'm gonna go with Tucker, but hey, if you like Bullock, go. I'm gonna still go with Tucker there though. JD or Damian Williams? JD. Adrian Peterson or Todd Gurley? Always AP. AP's probably the greatest run. Probably LT. LT's probably the greatest running back I've seen. I mean, I did see Marshall Faulk, but I was really young when I saw him play. I got to see LT, and LT was a absolute stud. Pick 2 out of these wide receivers. Who should I start? Sterling Shepard, Corey Davis, Christian Kirk, Mecole Hardman, or Devontae Smith. So 2 out of these guys. I would go with Sterling Shepard and Devontae Smith. Ertz or Gesicki? Gesicki. Emmons or Freeman? Emmons. Mahomes or Stafford? Mahomes. OJ Howard or Higbee? I would still go with Higbee there. Lamar or Stafford? Lamar. Seals Jones or OJ Howard to replace? I would go with Seals Jones. Jalen Hurts or Derek Carr? Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. And we're almost to 40 likes. We need 3 more over on YouTube to get to 40. Let's get to 40. Come on. 3 more likes over on YouTube. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And once again, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Not as busy. Get your questions answered. So click on my profile, go to my link tree. Link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. All right. Who do I start? Robert Woods or Marquise Brown? Robert Woods. I'm sorry, Marquise Brown. Go Marquise Brown. A.J. Dillon or Damian Williams? Honestly, I'd rather go with A.J. Dillon there. A.J. Dillon today against the Washington football team. Just dropped a like. Hey, we got to 40. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody dropping a like. Thank you. All right. Elijah Mitchell or James Conner? I would go with James Conner. I like James Conner a decent amount this week. Although I do like Elijah Mitchell. Actually, I believe I probably have Elijah Mitchell higher. Let me double check this right now. I need to double check. I have Elijah Mitchell 1 spot higher than James. Yes. But no, I'm going to stick with it. I did my research. My reaction says I want to say James Conner though, but I'm going to stick with it. I did my research. Elijah Mitchell should be a bell cow back tonight. Hurts or Rodgers? I would go with Hurts. Come on, people, hit that like button if you want to win week 7. Yeah, there you go. If you want to win week 7, hit that like button. Pick 2, Garoppolo, Tua, or Heineke. Tua for me. I would go with Tua. PPR, need 2. We got James Conner, Miles Sanders, Devontae Booker, and Damian Williams. Pick 2. So I would go with James Conner and Miles Sanders. Sterling Shepard or AJ Green? Sterling Shepard. Bateman or A-Rob? Bateman. Gaskin bounce back game tonight, or should I pick up Dylan? I would fire up Gaskin. Miles Sanders, Edmonds, or Mooney? Miles Sanders and Edmonds. How do you think Chuba is going to do? I think Chuba will be fine. I think it'll be like a higher upside RB2 this week, is what I view him as. Start Debo or D-Hop? I have D-Hop higher. Tannehill or Burrow? I need to check this one, because this one I actually have received a couple times. I've been saying Joe Burrow. I need to double check this. Yes, Joe Burrow. I have Joe Burrow higher. Pick 2, Renfro, Waddle, or Bateman. I would go with Bateman and Waddle. Collins or McKissick? I would go with McKissick, as long as it's PPR. Waddle, Pittman, or Sterling Shepard? Waddle, Pittman, or Sterling Shepard? Waddle, Pittman, or Sterling Shepard? Waddle. I would go with Waddle there. Should I trade Claypool and Aaron Rodgers to receive Cooks? No, I wouldn't. I mean, if you need to trade a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, your backup quarterback, I would just try to trade him for somebody else. I think that's like giving up a decent amount. Full point PPR, we got DK or Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Devontae Smith, Ruggs, or Higgins? I would go with a Devontae Smith. Pitts or Ertz? Kyle Pitts. Who is your favorite NFL team? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, who's your favorite NFL team? Even with Tannehill's really good matchup, what was that for? Burrow? Yeah, I mean, like, Tannehill just hasn't really been that great this season. Like, he's had some really good matchups and still hasn't really produced. I think it's a really good matchup, but I also think that, Derrick Henry could run for 200 yards today, which is going to limit him a little bit. So with Burrow, like, I think Cincinnati looks really good, especially with him and Jamar Chase. Gaskin or Booker? Gaskin or Booker? I would go with Booker there. Should I drop Mikael Hardman for Kadarius Toney? I guess, but I mean, if you're starting, like, I don't know. I would just keep Mikael Hardman. I don't see a big difference between the two of them. Bateman, Kirk, or Amon-Ra St. Brown? I would go with pick 1. I would go with Bateman. Is Renfro's usefulness going to increase if Waller is limited? Yes. Renfro becomes a better play. You think I should trade Claypool, or you trust him? It was hard to watch Deontay get... Yeah, no, I still like Claypool. I know that Deontay's a stud, but Claypool is definitely going to have his. Yo, what's good? So Carr or Tua today? Carr. I like Carr. Callaway or Ayuk? I like Callaway. Thanks. As always, brother. Everyone hit that like button. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, everyone hit that like button. Look, we're at 46. Let's get to 50 likes. We can do it. Julio, Sterling Shepard, Bateman, or Callaway? I would go with Julio, Shepard, Bateman, or Callaway. I would go with pick 2. Okay, so I would go with Shepard, and I would go with Julio. Booker, Mitchell, or that's Booker, Elijah Mitchell, Gibson, and Hubbard, pick 2. So I would go with Hubbard, and I would go with Gibson today. I need to move up Gibson in my rankings since I wasn't quite sure if he's going to play this week, and now with everything, he looks good to go. So I'm moving him up my rankings. And he's going to come in as RB11 this week. All right, so need a running back 2. I have Zeke and Kareem, but don't know what to do. Wait for Kareem to come back or try to trade, and who would you recommend? I mean, it's really hard for me to say who to try to trade for. Like, what's the rest of your team, who your team is. But I definitely, like, who else do you have on your team that you're going to be starting as your RB2? Need 2, Gibson, Carter, Khalil Herbert, Dillon. So Gibson and Carter for me. Is Devontae Booker going to produce again with Carolina defense? Yeah, I think so. I think he'll be okay today. He'll see volume. What's the fair price for Jonathan Taylor? Someone just offered me him for 2 firsts and a second. I don't think so. This is Dynasty. So I think that's okay. I just think that Jonathan Taylor is going to be good for a while. You know what I mean? So, sorry, 2 seconds. No, okay, so 2 first and 2 seconds or 1 first and 2 seconds. If it's 2 seconds, I definitely wouldn't do that trade. I probably wouldn't do the trade regardless. Hey, Tyler, sorry I'm late. What are your top 5 tight ends this week? Hey, no problem. You're okay. My top 5 tight ends, Travis Kelce, TJ Hawkinson, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, Mike Gesicki. Those are my top 5. If you could afford to take the loss this week, would you still drop Kadarius Toney to fill a spot, or would you keep it empty and just risk the L? So I would drop Kadarius Toney. I would pick up somebody. Darrell Williams, Julio, or Mecole Hardman. Darrell Williams, Inc. I'm out. Appreciate the advice. Enjoy your football Sunday. Hey, you too, Jacob. Appreciate you stopping by. Buys and injuries, so bad. I had to drop my defense this week. Waller out, so I need to pick up a high-ceiling free agent tight end. Picked up O.J. Howard. Do you have any better ideas? No, I think O.J. Howard is a good one. That should be available. Yeah, fire him up this week. Crowder or Robbie Anderson. I would go with Robbie Anderson there. I have Dak on bye this week. Got any sleeper QBs? It depends on who's available, but some guys that I think are okay starts this week. Let me see. So guys like Derek Carr, Tua Tagovailoa, Daniel Jones, I think is gonna have a bounce back week this week, and I have Trey Lance up here. I need to take Trey Lance out. Whoa, Tyler, what are you doing? I gotta move up Jimmy G. Another sleeper one would be Matt Ryan, Jameis Winston. Those are some sleeper QBs. Hopefully some of those guys are available for you. Hey, Tyler, any recent injury updates that have happened today? Just waking up. I haven't seen any, except the one is Waller. Waller is very, very questionable. Very questionable. But I have not seen any others since then. Ricky Seals-Jones or Evan Ingram? I would go with Ricky Seals-Jones. You're a new fantasy show. You're my new favorite or new fantasy show to go. Hey, appreciate you, Nelly. Thank you. Appreciate the love. Streaming this week, Tua or Tannehill? I would go Tua. Flex spot. Amari or Allen Robinson, Booker, Mitchell, or Bateman. If that's Elijah Mitchell, I would go with Elijah Mitchell there. CMC Pitts for Saquon, Kelce, Miles Sanders. Who wins? I would want the Saquon side, honestly. Good luck, y'all. Yeah, good luck to everybody. Waller's projected 0 now. Oh, so is he officially out? Has Darren Waller officially been ruled out? I don't have the I don't have the notifications up because I'm going live over on TikTok, so I don't have yeah, so I mean, I would definitely. I'm gonna go live on TikTok again here. So if you're over on TikTok, hit that follow button. I'm gonna reboot the live. I'm gonna restart the live. Drop Chenault for Jerry Jeudy. Yes, I would. I would do that. Is Chase Edmonds going to be good? Hopefully. Let's hope he's gonna be good. I do think that he'll be a good play today, though. Yes. Bateman, Slayton, Darius Slayton. Herbert or Williams at flex. Need one. I would go with Rashad Bateman. Allen Robinson or Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. Thoughts on Freeman this week for the Ravens? I mean, I think he's an okay play this week. I believe so. He's projected 0 in fantasy. Got some noise from Fantasy app on who to pick up. Gotcha. Rashad Bateman or Bryan Edwards if Waller is out. I would still go with Rashad Bateman, personally. Appreciate the answer. Just gained the subscriber. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate you. And appreciate everybody in chat right now that's been hanging out. You all the real MVPs on this Sunday. You all the real MVPs. J.D. McKissick or Damian Williams? J.D. McKissick. Woods or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. Most underrated fantasy show. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the love, guys. Honestly, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And if you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate. I would like it if you did. I keep saying appreciate. Jeez. Stop saying it. Dang it. All right. Anyways, quick plug here. Hey, maybe if you do like the fantasy show, sign up to be a member as low as $2.99 and you get priority in chat. Sign up to be a member, priority in chat, and you get into our Discord channel where I answer your questions anytime. Always answer your questions. Sub and hit that like, yes, and hit that bell notification, yes, appreciate it. should I start Bateman or Shepard? Don't know if Shepard is playing. I think that Sterling Shepard's going to play, so I would go with Sterling Shepard. But if you are worried about it, I do think that Bateman's a solid play this week. Cole Kmet or OJ Howard for Waller. I would go with OJ Howard personally. I would want OJ Howard. I think that OJ Howard's a solid streaming option at the tight end position this with Gronk and AJ Brown out. Yeah. And if you're doing some DFS, you know who's a really, really, really good cheap play? Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson. If you want a really cheap play today that should see okay value and is dirt cheap, Tyler Johnson. Shepard or Devontae Smith. Wait, no. I'm definitely signing up. Hey, appreciate it. Should I trade Allen for Murray? Allen for Murray. Are you saying Josh Allen for Murray? I personally, I mean, that's what you're asking, right? I'm assuming. I would want, okay, so my quarterback one this season was Kyler Murray, so I would want Kyler Murray. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Khalil Herbert, or Collins. I would go with Collins. Goddard or Ricky Seals-Jones? Goddard. Tyler, do you have the Eagles today or the Raiders? I have the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to win. The Raiders have actually been pretty good, you know? Shepard, Julio, or Devontae Smith? I would go with Devontae Smith. Start Cordell Patterson or Miles Sanders. As long as it's PPR, give me Cordell Patterson. Yeah, Josh Allen for Kyler. I would want Kyler. Already asked, but forgot to say it. It was 4-point PPR league. So Mitchell, A-Rob, Booker, or Bateman. I would still go with the Mitchell, as long as that's Elijah Mitchell, which I'm assuming it is. Pitts or Ertz? Pitts for me. I like Kyle Pitts this week. Should I trade? Should I do this trade? I get Miles Sanders and Debo for CMC. Yeah, I would do that. Wait, you get Miles Sanders and no? Unless you need people to play this week, you need to win. Then yeah, I would do that. Crowder or Slayton? I would go with Crowder. LaVisca or Khalil Herbert? For me, I would go with Khalil Herbert. Renfrow or Bateman? Waller. Give me Bateman. I like Bateman. Booker, Marquise Brown, or McKissick. Booker, Marquise Brown, or McKissick. Booker for me. Hawkinson or Ertz? Hawkinson. Darrell Williams or Antonio Gibson? Darrell Williams. Antonio Gibson or Damian Harris? I would go with Antonio Gibson there. D. Smith or D. Williams? If that's Darrell Williams, I would go with Darrell Williams. Otherwise, I would go with Devontae Smith. Tyler Johnson with no AB or Russell Gage? Give me Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson, baby. Hey, we got 69. Oh, it just changed. We had 69 people over on TikTok. Hey, shout. So lame. Do you think Waller is playing, or should I start Gesicki? I would absolutely fire Mike Gesicki. I wouldn't risk it. Pittman or Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill. And real quick, if you're over on YouTube right now, smash that like button. We're almost at 60 likes. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's only 30 people over here. You'll 100% get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. In my link tree, you'll see my the YouTube channel. So come on over. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over. Get your questions answered. Easy. All right, let's get back to it. Do you think? No, I got that one. Jacoby, Lockett, Robinson, pick 2. I would go with Jacoby and Lockett. Gibson or Patterson? Gibson for me. Unless it's full point PPR, then I would go with Patterson. Fournette or Josh Jacobs? Fournette. Is Slayton playing today? If so, should I choose him over Ayuk? I believe he's playing today, but I would go with Ayuk. I would personally go with Ayuk there. Give me Brandon Ayuk. Waddle or Sterling Shepard? For me, Waddle. Pitts or Gesicki? I have Pitts, I believe, 1 spot higher. Let me double check that. Yeah, Pitts is 1 spot higher. Lockett, Murray, or Mooney? Pick 2. I would go with, no, that's Lockett, Myers, Mooney, Waddle. I would go with Waddle, and I would go with Lockett. Flex, we got Gibson, Herbert, Higgins, Devontae. So I would go with only one of them. I would go with Gibson. Bateman, Collins, or Damian Williams. I would go with Collins. Top 3 defenses this week. Need a solid defense to pick up. My top 3 defenses this week are Arizona, Los Angeles Rams, New England Patriots. Tua or Burrow? Burrow. Lockett or Renfro? I'm changing this up. With Waller being out, I'm going to definitely say Renfro's moving up the list. So I would go with Renfro there. Marquise Brown or Waddle? I got to check that one as well. I want to say Marquise Brown. Yeah, Marquise Brown. Definitely Marquise Brown. Should I go Ertz or Waller? Ertz. Jamar or Brandon Cooks? Jamar. Burrow or Mahomes? Mahomes. Choose 2. Calvin Ridley, Mike Evans, Marquise Brown. I would go with Calvin Ridley and Mike Evans there. Who should I drop to pick up a tight end for Waller? Claypool, Gronk, Renfro, or Shepard? All right, out of those, I would drop Renfro. I know I just said I'm going to move up Renfro, but for season long, I would drop him. Start 2, full point PPR. We got A.J. Dillon, Chuba Hubbard, Bateman, or Devontae Smith. I would go with Chuba Hubbard and Devontae Smith in full point PPR. Gaskin, Harris, Herbert, or Collins. Pick one. Harris. I would go with Harris. Corey Davis or Robbie Anderson. I need to look that up too. I'm going to say Corey Davis. Yeah, Corey Davis. I know he's probably higher. A.J. Brown or Lockett? A.J. Brown. Should I start Tunyon or T.J. Hawkinson? T.J. Hawkinson by a mile. A.J. Brown or Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase. Renfro or Rashad Bateman? Non-PPR. I'm going to go with Rashad Bateman there. Rashad Bateman. And we're at 61. Let's get up to 65 likes. 65 likes. Hit that like button. Terry, Waddle, or Brandon Cooks. I would go with pick 2, Terry and Brandon Cooks. Would you take the Titans defense, Panthers defense, Falcons, Jets, Chiefs, Browns defense, Giants? I would honestly go with the Giants. Mixon or Swift? Swift. As long as it's PPR. D-Hop or Ridley? D-Hop or Ridley? I have D-Hop. Oh, I got to check that. Pretty close here. I have D-Hop, one spot higher. D-Hop. Carr or Burrow? Carr. J.D. McKissick or Gaskin? I would go with J.D. McKissick. Hawkinson or Goddard? Hawkinson. Shepard or Ruggs? Shepard. And if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's only 20 people over right now on YouTube. So you can get your questions answered 100%. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Not as busy. How's Jamal Williams going to do? I don't think great, because he's really looks like kind of the early downish guy, with still DeAndre Swift playing a lot of the snaps though. But DeAndre Swift's definitely the pass catching back. So with them projected to lose by a lot, I don't think Jamal Williams is that good. Mike Davis or Jarrell Williams? Jarrell Williams. Woods, Damian Harris, or Allen Robinson? I would go with Damian Harris. Henry or Waller? I would fire up Henry. Do you think Waller likely being out? I know you recommended O.J. Howard. However, he's also questionable. Do you think? Yeah, no, I think O.J. Howard's going to he'll play. O.J. Howard will play. Waddle or Pittman? For me, Waddle. Brandon Cooks and Chris Carson for Chubb? Yeah, I would do that. Cooper Kupp or DJ Moore? Cooper Kupp. Ridley or Jacobs? Ridley. Hollywood or Evans? Evans. Gibson or Damian Harris? I have Gibson higher. Should I start Ingram or Braid? Ingram. JD or Michael Carter? I would go JD. Thank you for the info. I picked up the Eagles tight end today. You're welcome. No problem. Hey, we got a Darrell Williams or Robert Woods? Darrell Williams. And we got a $5 donation from Jay Sullivan. 2 quick questions. Should I start Damian Williams over Devontae Freeman? And should I start Darren Waller? He's a game time decision. I have Higbee. So I would honestly go with Devontae Freeman over Damian Williams. And then for the other one, I would just go with Higbee. I'd rather have Higbee because at least he's starting with, I think that Darren Waller is very questionable right now. Very questionable. Mike Davis or Damian Harris? Mike Davis. So would you prefer Terry over Waddle? Yes, I would go with Terry over Waddle. T. Higgins or A-Rob? T. Higgins. J.D. McKissick or Lockett? J.D. McKissick. Who's better to keep? Melvin Gordon or Miles Sanders? Miles Sanders. Is Waddle a good start? Yes, he is. Matt Ryan or Sam Darnold? Matt Ryan. Gibson or Sanders? Gibson. T. Higgins or A-Rob? T. Higgins. Traded Gibson, Kittle, Davis, Gordon, Cooks for Najee. Holy, that's a lot. That's a lot going on there. I mean, I think that's an okay trade. That's a lot of moving pieces there. Basically flopping teams. J.D. McKissick or Lockett? J.D. McKissick. Herbert, Ayuk, or A-Rob? I'm going to go with Herbert there. Unless it's like full point PPR, then I would go with Ayuk. Hey, we got another $5 donation from James. $5 donation. We got J.D. McKissick or Lockett. James, I would go with J.D. McKissick. And shout out to James. Shout out to Jace. $5 donations. If you want to ensure that your question's getting answered, believe me, I'm trying to answer everybody's question. Super Chat's available. You can also sign up to be a member as low as $2.99 a month, and you unlock there's a bunch of different things that you unlock. There's different tiers. One of them in the rank, you'll get rankings in one of the tiers. But the number one thing that you get when you sign up to become a member is you get priority in chat. You get priority in chat. I always jump to your name first. You have a green name. You also have a little badge. I jump to your name. You get your questions answered. Thank you. No, thank you. Appreciate you. Who do you think wins, Bucks or Bears? Bucks. Ridley or Debo? Ridley. Ridley or Metcalf? Ridley. Gaskin, Sanders, or Khalil Herbert? Choose two. I would go Gaskin and Sanders. Would you do this trade? I'll be getting Swift and Keenan. I'll be trading Terry and Patterson. Yes. Yes, I would want the Swift side. Absolutely. Should I start Seals or wait on... I would just start Seals. I wouldn't wait on Waller now. Ingram or Brait or Tunyon? Full point PPR. Full point PPR. I would go with Ingram. Shepard or Woods? I would go with Shepard. Goddard or Waller? Goddard or Waller? Goddard. I would go with Goddard there. W. Yeah, W in chat. There you go, Adam Sandler. Lamar Mahomes. Mahomes. James Conner or Elijah Mitchell? I have Elijah Mitchell one spot higher, so Elijah Mitchell. Flex. Callaway or Brandon Ayuk? Callaway. Damian Williams or Gainwell? Damian Williams. Tua at quarterback in DFS? I like Tua. But honestly, I would go with Brady. I would go with Brady, Godwin. Tyler Johnson stack. There you go. Or, yeah, I would do that. Elijah Mitchell or Khalil Herbert? Elijah Mitchell. Drop OBJ? No, I wouldn't. Is trading Herbert and Gronk and Waddle a good trade for Saquon and Deontay Johnson? Absolutely. Yes. Tua or Carson Wentz? Tua. AJ Green or Tyler Boyd? AJ Green or Tyler Boyd? AJ Green. Elijah Mitchell or Khalil Herbert? Elijah Mitchell. Gaskin, Sanders, or Khalil Herbert? Choose two. Gaskin and Sanders. Ayuk or Bateman? Bateman. Should I keep stashing Trey Lance? I would. Give it one more week. If Jimmy G starts next week, yeah, time to cut it loose. Although, watch, the next week he's going to probably start. Shepard or Bateman? Shepard. Shepard. Also, real quick, if you're over on YouTube right now, smash that like button. Let's try to get up to 70 likes. Let's try to get to 70 likes. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you're over on TikTok, smash that like button for me as well. Hit the follow. If you want your questions answered, 100% come over to YouTube. I will answer your questions. Come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered, answering them over on YouTube right now. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. All right. Patterson or Cooks? Cooks. The big trade I just sent you, I'm in last place. I had to make some moves, and the guy, hey, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're in last place and, you know, you don't have many wins, got to make a move. And one of the best ways is making trades. Hopefully it changes your luck in the whole thing and you get a better side. And hey, I agree with you there. Bateman or Elijah Mitchell? Elijah Mitchell. Hey, man, keep up what you're doing. I appreciate it. Good job. Seriously. Thank you. If Shepard is out, is Slayton a good play? Yes, I do think that Slayton is a good play if Shepard is out. Yes. JD or Gibson? JD or Gibson? Gibson. Allen Robinson or Corey Davis? Corey Davis. Heineke or Garoppolo? Or I would go with Heineke. Who is the best choice of Tampa Bay this week? Godwin or Evans? Right now, I would go with Evans, but I think that they're both going to be good plays this week. Will Hawkinson play even though he's questionable? Yeah, Hawkinson will play. I saw that he's expected to play. Bateman, Ayuk, Herbert, or A-Rob? I'm starting A-Rob as of now because of the matchup. I would go with Bateman, but if you want to go with A-Rob, go with A-Rob. Bet on the big game from Marquise Brown or Julio. For me, I'm going to go with, if I had to choose one, I'm going to go with Julio. Risk Hawkinson injury or start Gage to be safe? No, Hawkinson. Go Hawkinson. He'll win. He'll play. I may win my game this week with some luck, waiver wires. Thanks, brother. I'm 1-5 in the league, but still having fun. That's what it's all about. It's all about fun. You know what I mean? And imagine if you made the playoffs starting 1-5. How good would that feel? So keep going. DK or Damian Harris? Damian Harris. Corey Davis or Julio Waddle? Pick 2. I would go with Julio and Waddle. Booker, Godwin, Hubbard, or Shepard. Pick 1. I would go. Honestly, I would go with Godwin there. Darren Waller, TJ Hawkinson. I would go with TJ Hawkinson. Tyler, I hit the unlike button so I could like the stream. Also, Pitt is going to finally look good this week. JK, bro. Yo, Pitt looked good. What are you talking about? Pitt's right there for the playoffs. No, just kidding. Hey. No, the Browns won. Dang it. I was really hoping the Browns would win. Pittsburgh plays them next week, but no, Pittsburgh's terrible. I'm as a diehard Steelers fan. OJ Howard or Ricky Seals? Ricky Seals. Hunter Henry or Ricky Seals? I got to check that. I want to say Ricky Seals. Hunter Henry. Yes, Ricky Seals. I have Ricky Seals, sorry. Bateman, Freeman, Hardman. I need 2. I would go with Bateman and Freeman. Is Pitts a tight end 1 going forward? Yes, absolutely. Pick 2. Pitts, Drake, or Myers. Pitts and Myers. Damian Williams or Alex Collins. Alex Collins. Lamar Jackson or Matthew Stafford. Lamar Jackson. Gesicki or Goddard. Gesicki. You think Chris Carson is done for the year? Ross honestly, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Okay, I'm not sure, but I will say that a neck injury is not good. Okay, I don't care what it's going on. Like, apparently it's one of the like one of the vertebrae or something. Like what the heck is what are they called? It's like the cushion in between them. Like it has like gel inside of it, and it's like being put. So I just it seems like it's kind of more of a pain thing, but I think that there's a real chance that it could be done for season. Absolutely. I think that there's a real chance that he could be done for season. Neck is no joke, and they just signed into a contract extension. So I think that there's a real chance he could be done, honestly. And there's really no timetable right now for his return. So if you need to drop him, I mean, go for it. And he wasn't really getting a whole lot of work when he was healthy, but I also think that his neck was definitely bothering him. Anyone ever tell you look like Shia LaBeouf? No, I've never gotten that before. Honestly, I've never gotten that. Brady or Jackson? Lamar. Mike Gesicki or Sterling Shepard in the flex. I'm 7-5. I'm going with Mike Gesicki there. Ertz or Hunter Henry? Ertz. Anyone? No, I got that one. Allen Robinson or Jacoby Myers? Jacoby Myers. Lockett or Cooks? Cooks. I got Pitts and Gronk. Is it worth picking up Ertz? Yeah, I think so. I would definitely try to trade one of them for sure. It gives you more options to trade. So try to do a trade for somebody that's definitely tight end needy. Should I start Waller or Henry? Henry. I would go with Henry. I'm not trusting Waller today. McKissick or Khalil Herbert? McKissick. Jacoby Myers, Rashad Bateman, J.D. McKissick, Corey Davis, or Allen Robinson. Only one of those guys, I would go J.D. McKissick. OJ or Waller? OJ. Waller or Henry? Henry. Well, with OJ and Waller, you'll know. Because those are 2 later games. So if Waller's going to play, though, I'd fire him up. Gibson or Miles Sanders? I would go with Gibson. Lockett or Pittman? Pittman. How will Hubbard do? I think Hubbard will be good this week. Sheesh. Sheesh. Should I trade Gesicki or Hawkinson away? I want to. That's tough. I mean, it's hard for me to say because I don't know what people really want in your league. But I would definitely try to trade one of them away. I think that Hawkinson has more of that value attached to his name. So I guess you could definitely get more for him. Robert Woods or Metcalf? Metcalf. Freeman, Smith, or Renfro? I'm going with that's Devontae Smith, right? I would go with Devontae Smith. Waller flex or Rondell Moore? Oh gosh, that's terrible. I really don't want to play Rondell Moore. You don't have anybody else, Ricky? There's nobody else? let's say after this game they decide to bench Gibson due to the lingering injury. You think Gibson comes back and leads? No, I don't think that Gibson will be the lead back. No, I do think that, or J.D. McKissic. I don't think he'll be the lead back. I think that J.D. McKissic will be more involved on first and second downs than usual if Gibson were there. But I still think that the main thing is he'll absolutely 100% play all the third downs at that point in the 2-minute offense. Like, you won't see Jarrett Patterson in there for that. Like, he'll 100%, and then he'll be a little bit more involved on first and second down. Pick 2, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, or DK. I would go with A.J. Brown and DJ Moore. Gaskin or Waddle at flex? Waddle. Michael Carter, Devontae Freeman. Michael Carter. Also, real quick, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Don't hit that like button. We're at 69 likes. But subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. There's 40 people over here. You'll 100% get your questions answered. So come on over. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So click on the profile in the description, link tree. The link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Not as busy. Get your questions answered. All right. Would you trade McKissic for Pollard and standard scoring? I'd want Pollard there. Yeah. Should I trade Keenan Allen for Justin Jefferson? I would want Justin Jefferson. Start TJ Hawkinson or Zach Ertz, TJ Hawkinson. Other than Moore, I have Bateman. Anyone else on buy? I would go with Bateman there. I would start Bateman there. Yes, Ricky. Brady or Jackson? Jackson. Dallas Goedert or Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts. Herbert or Mooney? Standard. I would go with Herbert. Is Collins going to lose volume to Penny on Monday? I think a little bit of volume, yeah. A little bit. I don't think a whole lot, but a little bit. O.J. Howard or Ricky Seals? Ricky Seals. I'll be in the end zone, second row, in a yellow jacket at the Seahawks game. Hey, I'll be looking for you, Rick. A yellow jacket, that's how you stand out. All right, I'm going to look for you, Rick. I'll keep that in mind. So, end zone, second row, yellow jacket. You got it. Just curious, you think Carter will get more touches than Freeman? Yeah, Carter, okay, here's what's nice about Michael Carter is that his snap share has been going up every single week. His touches have been going up. I think we're going to get to a point with Michael Carter where he's going to start to be thrust into a lead role, and he's going to start playing about 60% of this team snaps. He's the best running back on his team by far. I know that the Jets are awful, but I do think that naturally they should get better as the season progresses because they're rookies. Naturally. Now, let's see if it happens. But I do think that Michael Carter is somebody you should definitely be buying low on right now. Pittman, Kirk, or Ayuk? Pittman. Start Hawkinson or Gesicki? Hawkinson. Bateman or Herbert? Bateman for me. Start Daniel Jones or Garoppolo? Danny Jones or Danny Dimes? How do you feel about starting Allen Robinson in a 12-team league as of now? Not great. I don't feel great about it. But this week, hey, you fire him up. Hurts or Carr? Hurts. Myers or Connor, Devontae Smith. I would go with James Conner. Pittman, Kirk, Ayuk. Pittman. Evan Ingram or OJ. OJ. Hollywood Brown or Pittman. Hollywood Brown. Start Gesicki or Hawkinson. Hawkinson. Hardman, Bateman, Callaway, Mooney, Slayton, pick 2. Bateman and Callaway for me. Booker or Shepard. Or I would go with Booker there. Pittman, Kirk, Ayuk. Pittman. Gibson or McKissic? Gibson. Myers or Connor, Devontae Smith? Connor. A-Rob, Mooney, or Bateman? Bateman. Darnell Mooney or Bateman? Bateman. Are you high on Bateman this week or something? High on Bateman. Getting high on Bateman. Absolutely love Bateman. I mean, I just love Bateman over these other guys. Like, once again, guys, there's 6 teams on bye. You have a lot of injuries this week. So it's not so much that I love Bateman. It's just that, like, there's not a whole lot out there, to be honest, right? Not a whole lot out there. Patterson or Henderson? Henderson. Herbert or Michael Carter or Mike Davis? Mike Davis. Booker or Shepard? Booker. Start Murray versus Texans or Stafford? Please answer. Murray. You think I should play Goddard or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Ryan 15. Appreciate the sub. Half point PPR. We got double flex. Got to start Ayuk, Alex Collins, or Corey Davis. Alex Collins there. Would be Collins. Yeah, I think that Collins is going to be okay. He'll be okay to go. Fire him up. Robinson or Waddle? Waddle. Matt Ryan or Jameis Winston? Matt Ryan. We trust in Waller if he's cleared this afternoon. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I would fire him up if he plays, yeah. But it depends on your other options. If you have a guy like Mike Gesicki, I would definitely start Mike Gesicki. Just to finalize, Tyler, you're picking the Bengals as the upset. I'm going with the Hawks this week. No. I don't want to finalize that. I like the Bengals for a spread pick. I like the Bengals to cover. For an upset pick this week, I'm going with the Giants over Carolina. Giants over Carolina, baby. Pick 2, we got Bateman, McKissick, Mooney. Bateman, McKissick, or Mooney? Bateman. Actually, I'm not going to go with that one. Who was I going to go with? I got to look at it. Actually, that's probably the one I was going to. I'm going with the New York Giants this week, yes. Although, watch, I should probably pick the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll probably win. Vegas or Tennessee's defense? I'd rather Vegas, definitely. Should I roster Bateman if I have a free spot? Absolutely roster him. Bateman, McKissick, Mooney, or A-Rob. Bateman and McKissick. Man, I'm starting a lot of Bateman. Hopefully he does well today. I'm really hoping. Just risk it all on Ertz. Ertz or Waller? Yeah, honestly, I would go with Ertz there. I would go with Ertz. Herbert or Michael Carter? Michael Carter. Tua or Burrow? Tua or Danny Dimes? I would still go with Tua there. Pick 2, Godwin, Cooks, Hubbard, Booker. Godwin and Cooks for me. Chuba or Chase Edmonds? Chuba. Pick 2, we got Corey Davis, Elijah Mitchell, Hunter Renfrow, Allen Robinson. Elijah Mitchell and Hunter Renfrow, baby. Hunter Renfrow. Let's get it. Yeah, you better hope Bateman does well. I know, right? If Bateman doesn't do well, a lot of people are going to be sad this week. But hey, I mean, I guess Mooney's okay, but like, do you trust Mooney? I mean, do you trust Allen Robinson and Mooney? Like, there's been good matchups that they've had, and they haven't been producing. Like, I know it's a good matchup on paper, but like, I don't know. Do I go Crowder over Waller or Waddle? I would go with Waddle. You think Michael Carter has a good day? I think he has an okay day. I mean, for this week, like, it'll be a good day, but in terms of like, if it was no bye weeks or that kind of stuff, no, it wouldn't be a good day. But in terms of this week, yeah, a good day. Hawkinson or Higbee? Hawkinson. Waddle or Mooney? Waddle. Myers or Gaskin? Gaskin. Pick 2 out of these 3 to start. Hollywood Brown, DJ Moore, McLaurin. Oh, okay, 2. I would go with DJ Moore and McLaurin. Will Edmonds do good again, or is Connor taking over? No, Edmonds will do good. Okay, and this is kind of what I talked about in the preseason, like prior to the season. If you weren't following me, well, good thing you're following me now, okay? But this is exactly what I said in the preseason, is that James Conner at his value, where he's being drafted, was a tremendous value. James Conner is going to take on the Kenyon Drake role, which he has been. He's been taking on the Kenyon Drake role. That means he's playing around the goal line, getting those red zone touches, getting the carries, not really involved in the passing game, where Chase Edmonds is involved in the passing game. Chase Edmonds is still seeing a really good snap percentage, and he's still seeing a good amount of work. And he's also seeing some red zone touches, just hasn't scored. He's the only running back, at least he was. I don't know. I'd have to double check this. That was in the top 20 that hasn't scored a touchdown. Top 25 that hasn't scored a touchdown yet this season. So I don't think that, like, they can coexist. They can definitely coexist together. 100%. The issue with the Ravens wide receivers is you never know how it's going to go. I'm worried that I started Bateman because I have Andrews starting. So this is what I think. Rashad Bateman, they drafted him in the first round. He looks like an alpha wide receiver. Big, physical, can beat press coverage. First week, his first game with Lamar, he leads the team in targets. Yeah, it wasn't anything impressive, but leads the team in targets. This is a high-scoring offense, high-powered offense. That's why I like him this week. Like, it's not that I really like him a whole lot. It's just this week, it's just a brutal week. So I like him in this week. Thoughts on Darnold this week? I mean, there's some faith in Darnold to do better, but don't feel crazy about it. The offensive line is atrocious, and his wide receivers do him nothing to help him out. Should I start Ertz or Goddard? Goddard. DK or Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs. Shepard or Renfro? I want Shepard there. If Waller doesn't play, I got Derrick Henry. or Hunter Henry, Derrick Henry. Could you imagine throwing him at the tight end spot? That'd be broken. Yeah, I would fire up, honestly, Hunter Henry. Do I pick up Robbie Anderson and drop Alex Collins, or do I start Bateman? No, I would start Alex Collins there. Unless you're saying you can't start him because you need a wide receiver. But I would like to start Alex Collins if you're able to, like in the flex. AJ Brown or Fournette or Swift or Mixon or Calvin Ridley or Josh Jacobs. Only one of those guys? Only one? As long as it's PPR, give me Swift. Derek Carr, Matt Ryan. Derek Carr. Renfrew or Shepard? Shepard. James Conner, Miles Sanders. James Conner. Do I start Gaskin or Kirk? Gaskin. Tua or Darnold? Tua. Tua. And this feels like a perfect time for a nice little plug here. Renfrew or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're over on YouTube. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. Right now, there's only 30 people over here answering all the questions. So come on over and get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my profile. In the description, you'll see my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, description, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over. Get your questions answered. All right. Should I pick up Dorsett Johnson for next week? Dorsett Johnson. Who in the world is that, to be honest with you? Is this a defensive question? I traded James Robinson and Javonte for Taylor. What do you think? James Robinson and Javonte for Taylor. I'd rather have the James Robinson side personally. Start 2 this week. Cooks, D-Hop, Ridley, Chase, Debo. Thanks. You're welcome. Debo, or I would go D-Hop and Ridley. Booker or Freeman, RB2. Booker. OJ or Seals. Pick 2 wide receivers and a flex. T. Higgins. Robert Woods. Darnell Mooney. Rashad Bateman. Terry McLaurin. I'm hesitant on starting Higgins. I would go T. Higgins and Terry McLaurin. That's who I would go. If you don't want to go T. Higgins, I'd rather go with Robert Woods, though. J.D. McKissick or Jacobs. I'm going to trust you this week and put Freeman in because last time I asked, he did better than Renfro. Oh, Devontae Smith? Okay. Devontae Smith. Yeah. Last week he was not good, but I do think this week he's going to bounce back. Pick 2 wide receivers and a flex. I already got that one, yeah. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Because it's a 2 wide receivers. So I would go Terry, T. Higgins, and Robert Woods there. That's what I would do. That's who I would start. Waddle or Mooney? Waddle. Redskins. Hey. You mean the football team. The Washington football team. You better get your facts straight there, my guy. Which Washington football team running back should I start? Gibson. I would go with Gibson. Robert Woods or Lockett? I would go with Robert Woods there. Bobby Trees. Miles Sanders or Collins if Waller is out. OJ, Komet, or I don't know how to say his last name. I would go with OJ. Miles Sanders or Alex Collins? Miles Sanders there as well. Mark. So I'll go with OJ and Miles Sanders. Mooney, Boyd, or St. Brown? Mooney, Boyd, or St. Brown? I would go Mooney there. I would go with Mooney. Jacoby Myers or Damian Harris? Sometimes, I got to process all of those names for a second there. Jacoby Myers or Damian Harris? Damian Harris. Should I pick up Dearness Johnson over Chuba Hubbard? No. No way. Keep with Chuba Hubbard. Julio Jones or Christian Kirk? Julio Jones. Do I start Elijah Mitchell or Ruggs? Elijah Mitchell. I traded for Darrell Henderson. Gave the Bills and Sutton. Good trade. Huh? You gave the Bills defense? I mean, that's a really good trade. For Darrell Henderson, absolutely. Thoughts on Chuba Hubbard this week? I like him. For me, he's I think I have him as a high-end RB2. I think I have him, what do I have him as? RB13 or something like that? 14. So high-end RB2, yeah. Trade Edmonds and got Taylor. I'm hyped. I mean, that's an absolute fleece them. Devontae Smith or Henry Ruggs? Devontae Smith. Higgins or Smith? Higgins. No. Smith. That's Devontae Smith, right? 20-team league. Do I foster do I start roster? Okay, or Brian Edwards. I would go with Brian Edwards personally. Caden. Brian Edwards. Alex Collins or Robert Woods? Alex Collins there. Edmonds or Renfro in the flex. Give me. I would go with Edmonds there, Kyle. Elijah Mitchell or Freeman? Elijah Mitchell. And real quick, this feels like a perfect opportunity once again. Yeah, no, I'll Shepard is now out. Oh, Shepard's out. No. Put trust in Renfro. Do it. Gosh, this is a terrible week. What a terrible week for fantasy football. Hey, if you win this week and you're down a lot of guys, hats off to you. Manager of the year. This is where your real fantasy managers are made, baby. This is where they're made. This is the kind of week where you step up to the plate. You have guys on bye. You have guys that are hurt. You step up to the plate and you get that big W. Okay? And if you lose this week, don't feel bad. It's a terrible week. This is a terrible week. Is Alex Collins going to be the RB1 in Seattle this week? Yeah, I think so. But I think that Rashad Penny's going to play. Renfro, Julio, Michael Carter, Devontae Parker. I would go with, well, I hope Devontae Parker is going to play this week. We should know because that game's early, right? That's a 1 o'clock game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we should know. Hey, guys, once the injury reports are coming through, let me know. Because I don't have... I should check real quick. See if there's... What are the other big inactives if there's... Today's... Oh, ooh. Ramondre Stevenson is inactive. That is interesting. Wow. Sterling Shepard. Devontae Parker. Okay, well, now he's inactive. I just saw it 6 minutes ago. Tevin Coleman is inactive. Whoa. Hey, fire up Michael Carter, baby. Fire up Michael Carter. Parker is out. I'm back. Locks for the day. Are you talking betting or some betting or like a fantasy football wise? All right, so big news. Okay, for everybody that is here. Okay, these are some big inactives right now. Stevenson officially out. Sterling Shepard officially out. Devontae Parker officially out. And Tevin Coleman officially out. So, fire up Michael Carter, baby. He's going to move up my ranks just a tiny bit here. The Michael Carter takeover season is happening. You have an hour and 15 minutes. Go get Michael Carter. I'm telling you. Go get him. Go get him. I know that the Jets aren't that good, but if they improve their scoring just a little bit, if they get a little bit better here, Michael Carter is going to be a very good fantasy asset for the stretch. Go get him. Yes, betting. So, some of my bets that I like for today. Okay, one of my player props that I like. Aaron Rodgers, I got it when it was at 6.5. Over 6.5 rushing yards. Hey, and I know it may not sound like a lot, but those are the ones you want to get. 6.5 rushing yards. I like Cincinnati to cover. I also like, I don't like it as much now. I don't like it as much with Sterling Shepard out. I was going to say, honestly, the money line on the Giants, but I really don't like that as much now. So, and it's +3. So that was a lock for me, but now I'm not feeling too great about it. But another lock, I like the Jets to cover as well. So Cincinnati to cover, the Jets to cover, Aaron Rodgers over his rushing yards, and then there was one other one. What was the other one? There was another player prop that I liked as well. I like, what was it? It was a passing yards. Who was it? I don't have it written down. I was looking at it. It was oh, well, no, it was Danny Dimes. Dang it. This totally screws up. It was Danny Dimes. It was 225 passing yards. I like the over. And now this screws it up. So I got to look at it here in a minute. But those are 3 that I liked. I like the Giants, and I also like Danny Dimes to go over passing yards. So now this kind of screws it up here a little bit. What about Damian Harris? I like Damian Harris. What about him? I think he's a good play this week. Oh, yeah, fire him up, especially with Stevenson out. Yeah, I mean, definitely move him up. Yo, what's up? What's up, Aspire Sports is the best. Thanks for your advice. You're my #1 advisor in fantasy. Love you guys. Hey, appreciate it, Mark. Appreciate you. Corey Davis or Gaskin for flex. I would go with Gaskin. Mooney or Robbie Anderson in PPR. I need the higher upside play. I would go with Robbie Anderson. Corey Davis or Gaskin. Start Allen Robinson or Damian Harris. Renfro, Julio, or Michael Carter? Michael Carter there. Michael Carter. Waller, better play. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. With Shepard out, start Slayton or keep Renfro? I would fire up Slayton, yeah. I would fire him up. Michael Carter, T. Higgins, or Devontae Smith? Pittman, T. Higgins, or Devontae Smith? I would go with Devontae Smith. Do I start Damian Williams, Herbert, J.D. McKissick, Michael Carter as my RB2? My RB1 is Gibson. So I would go with I would go with J.D. McKissick, honestly. I would still go with him. Tua or Tannehill? Tua. Rate my bets. All right, we got Panthers -3 and the under 41. Philly +3, Cincinnati +7. I like that. I like those bets. Honestly, I was thinking about going Philly as well. That was another game that I liked, especially with Waller maybe being out. I do like that. And now, yeah, the Panthers with basically Sterling Shepard, the only guy that's healthy for that offense. I do like the Panthers. That's solid too. Another one. What was another one? Honestly, that was probably the one that I was looking at the under. I got to look at who I was looking at for the under. That's probably honestly the game that I was looking at. Yeah, that one. 43. Or no, it was the New York Jets. I like this game for the under. 42.5. I like the under for that. Run on more at Bateman. Gibson or Marquise Brown. I like Gibson there. Rashad Bateman or Christian Kirk? Rashad Bateman. No, I would go with Christian Kirk there. Pick 2. Miles Sanders, Khalil Herbert, Josh Jacobs. Miles Sanders and Josh Jacobs. Shepard out. Yes, Shepard is officially out, people. Shepard is out. Who do I pick up if Waller doesn't play? Mo Alley-Cox? Yeah, I think Mo Alley-Cox is a solid guy to pick up. Should I trade Najee for Mixon and Jefferson? Yeah, I would do that. I would do that trade, yes. And if you're ever on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Higgins, Patterson, or Booker? I would go with only one of them, Patterson. If I have Parker at flex and no one on my bench, drop because players are locked. What do I do? Take the L? Who are some players on your bench? Let me know. If you have a backup defense or a backup kicker, absolutely get rid of them and pick up a player. Don't take a 0. Or a backup quarterback. Should I drop Darnold for Tannehill? I would. Pick 2, Miles Sanders, Khalil Herbert, Josh Jacobs. Miles Sanders and Josh Jacobs. Allen Robinson or Robert Woods. Braves or Astros? I'm going to go with the Astros. Swift or Darrell Williams? If it's full point PPR, give me Swift. Otherwise, I would go Darrell Williams. Gibson or Mike Davis? Gibson. No, Mike Davis. Do we think Waller is going to play? I think that even if he does play, he's going to be really limited. So I would try to start somebody else. Sam Darnold, Mac Jones. Sam Darnold. Waller or Tunyon? Ugh. Oh boy, what game is that? Is that game at 1-2? Yeah, it is. It's at 1. Oh my gosh. Listen, this is what I would do. I would drop Robert Tunyon. I would pick up OJ Howard if he's available, Blake. And then that way I would just play OJ Howard. Slayton or Mooney? Slayton. Bateman, Robbie Anderson, or Renfro? All right. I need to look at this a little bit. I do keep saying Bateman a lot. So let me just double check this. Because I'm pretty sure. Who is it? Robbie Anderson, Renfro, and Bateman, right? Okay, so real quick, I need to adjust my rankings real quick because I need to take out Sterling Shepard here. I need to move up Renfro. Okay, so I'm going to start saying Renfro over Rashad Bateman just because I really don't think that. Oh, I have Henry Ruggs over him. I don't think that even if Darren Waller does play, I don't think he's going to be really much, to be honest with you. I don't feel great about that at all. And now I got to throw Darius Slayton on here. Honestly, for me, Darius Slayton is a solid play this week. He's a solid wide receiver 3. Should I start Evan Ingram? I do think that Evan Ingram gets moved up as well. Yes. Julio or Ayuk? I need to double check this. I want to say no. I have Julio higher. Waller gonna push through for National Tight End Day though. There you go. Should I start Ingram? It depends on who else. Waller or Ricky Seals? I would go with Ricky Seals. Should I drop Jared Cook and go pick up Slayton? I mean, if you're not starting Jared Cook, yeah, I would. Devontae Smith or Kirk or Callaway? Devontae Smith. Do you think Waller is going to play? And if he doesn't, should I play Goddard or Higbee? I would play Goddard there. I would play Goddard regardless. I would just fire up Goddard. Evan Ingram is a good play if no Waller. Yes. McKissick or Connor or Goddard. I would go with Connor. Mikael Hardman, Robbie Anderson, or Slayton. Shepard is out. I honestly have Shepard higher than all those guys. Shepard. Michael Carter or Mooney. Michael Carter, baby. Ricky Seals or OJ Howard. Ricky Seals. I have Waller, but don't want to start him. Ricky Seals or OJ. I would go with Ricky Seals. Who wins this trade? Team 1 receives Antonio Gibson and Antonio Brown. Team 2 receives Elijah Mitchell, Michael Thomas. I want to say the Elijah Mitchell side, but that's really close. I would probably go with the Gibson side, but it's very close. Start 2, Fournette, Harris, Darrell Williams, Patterson. I would go with Fournette and Darrell Williams. Receive Saquon and Devontae Adams. Trade away Gronk, Waddle, Michael, and Keenan. I mean, absolutely. That's a no-brainer for me. 100%. Mikael Hardman, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Renfro for Shepard. Okay. In place of Shepard, Renfro. Renfro for me. With Shepard now out, should I play Allen Robinson, Lockett, Renfro, or Slayton in full point PPR? I would go with Renfro. Start Swift or start Chuba Hubbard. I would go with Swift. Swifty boy. And if you're over on TikTok, hit that follow button. I'm going to restart the TikTok live stream here. I'm going to restart to hit the... So be notified when I go live. I'm going to go live here in a minute. Is Pittman still reliable too with the rainy weather? I mean, it depends on who else you're starting, but I'd still fire him up. I would still fire him up. Stafford or Lamar? Lamar. Gaskin or Mooney? Gaskin. Should I trade Chubb for Kamara? I would want Kamara. Dang it. I got the Eli and MT side. Hey, it's okay. I think that Elijah Mitchell is going to be solid. And whenever MT does come back, the biggest question, like the biggest thing for me is when does MT come back? When he does come back, I think he's going to be good. I have to cut either Kadarius Toney or Shepard to fill a spot this week. Who would you cut? For me, Kadarius. I would drop Toney. Callaway or Pittman, seeing how Pittman is playing Seattle. I would play Pittman personally. Well, Pittman's playing San Francisco. Start Hopkins or Jamar Chase. Hopkins for me. Christian Kirk or Tyler Lockett. I got to check that. I got to double check my ranking here for that one. Tyler Lockett or Christian Kirk. Where do I have Tyler Lockett at? Tyler Lockett. I have Tyler Lockett higher. He's a couple spots higher. Should I start Eli Manning? No, Eli's terrible. I'm sorry. Should I trade Dearness Johnson and Marvin Jones for Ridley? Absolutely. Should I drop Russell Gage for Watkins or Pascal? Yeah, I would pick up Pascal if you need somebody to play this week. Yeah. Collins or Gaskin PPR? I have no more ads for this week. If Collins, is he safe to play? Yes, I would go with Collins. Pick 3, Elijah Mitchell, Gaskin, Mike Davis, Damian Harris. I would go with Elijah Mitchell, Mike Davis, and Damian Harris. What do I do with Waller if I sit him? Who do I start? Well, who do you have anybody on your team to start? If not, I would go with Tag Strong. Yes, shout out to Tag. If not, like some guys that are viable, Evan Ingram, OJ Howard, Mo Alley Cox that are going later. You're right. Eli sucks. I'll start Peyton instead. Hey, Peyton. Oh, by far. Peyton's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. So definitely Peyton over Eli. Yeah, that's no competition. No competition there. 100%. I got DJ Moore playing and Bateman as my... I can start Bateman or pick up Slayton, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I would still fire up Pittman, personally. With Knox out, I have Ertz starting. Should I drop Ertz for Ricky Seals or Gamble? No, I would go with Ertz this week, personally. I mean, I like Ertz' outlook for season long way more. So I would just fire him up. And I don't think it's much of a difference in points scored this week. Bateman or Slayton? I would go Bateman there. Brandon Bolden, Sony Michel, Ty Johnson, or Tyson Williams. Honestly, with the news that Ramondre Stevenson is out, give me Brandon Bolden. Robbie Anderson or Slayton? I would go with I would go with Slayton. I know for a fact I saw when I moved up Slayton. So Slayton, my backup is Ertz. Yeah, I would keep Ertz, and then I would just keep him season long and then try to trade him if he has a really good week this week. Honestly, AJ Green or Slayton? AJ Green. Slayton, Herbert, Damian Williams, Renfro, Freeman, Callaway, or Bateman. Only one of them? I would go with Lockett there. I didn't see Lockett. I didn't say Lockett. Is picking up Deshaun Watson now worth it? I think that picking up Deshaun... Okay, this is how I feel about picking up Deshaun Watson. If you're in a 2-quarterback or super flex league, yeah, I would pick him up. Absolutely. He could be a league winner for you. So pick him up. Just keep him on your bench. In a 1-quarterback redraft league, if you have a really good option, say you have like Kyler Murray or somebody, no, I'm not really picking up Deshaun Watson. I don't think he gets traded. And then if you don't have one of those top tier guys, you're more starting like a guy like Kirk Cousins every single week, yeah, I would pick him up then. I'll pick him up. Can I drop Devontae Parker if I need the flex play badly? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Darnell Mooney, Mecole Hardman, or Rondell Moore this week? I would go with Darnell Mooney. AJ Green or Scary... No, actually, I would go with Mecole Hardman there. I would go with Bears fan. AJ Green or Scary Terry? Terry has held under 9 points the last 2 weeks. Perfect time for a breakout. Terry McLaurin. Robbie Anderson, Elijah Mitchell. I have to start Slayton because Sterling Shepard ruled out. Thoughts? I think that's a good play. I think it's good. Really the only guy healthy there. McKissick or Gaskin? I would go with McKissick. Should I trade Logan Thomas and Allen Robinson for Ridley? Yes, I would. Mecole Hardman, St. Brown, or Slayton? I would go Slayton there. AJ Brown and Marquez Callaway. I think I have AJ Brown's higher. I want to say. I'll double check real quick. I think he's higher though. Marquez Callaway. Yes, AJ Brown's higher. Ricky Seals, Hunter Henry, or Higbee? I would go with Ricky Seals. Who to put in that flex since Shepard is out? J.D. McKissick, Robbie Anderson, or Darnell Mooney? J.D. McKissick. I would go J.D. McKissick. Jonathan Taylor, Chuba Hubbard, or Damian Williams? Jonathan Taylor and Chuba Hubbard. Pick 2. McKissick or Booker? I would go with Booker. Unless it's full point PPR, then I would go with McKissick. But I do think that Booker now gets a little bit of an upgrade as well. Actually, I would just go with Booker because I think he gets a little bit of an upgrade. McKissick. No, I already got that one. AJ Green or Callaway? AJ Green. AJ Green. Absolutely. And a quick water break. Quick water break here. Nearly an hour till kickoff, baby. Nearly an hour. What do you guys think? Should I get some pizza? Hubbard, Jacobs, Patterson, non-PPR. I would go with... Okay, so Chuba Hubbard, Jacobs, Patterson, non-PPR. Only one of them, Chuba Hubbard. Hurts or Brady? Hurts. Lockett or Carter? Lockett. Ricky Seals or TJ? TJ Hawkinson. Lockett, Slayton, Herbert, Damian Williams, Renfro, Freeman, Callaway, or Bateman for flex. Lockett over all of them. Also, real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor, smash that like button. And if you're over on YouTube right now, or if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Now, if you're over on TikTok, smash that like button for me. Also, hit the follow. Come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. In the link tree, you'll see my YouTube channel. So come on over, profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over. Not as busy. Get your questions answered. There's only 30 people over there to 75 people over here right now. So come on over, get your questions answered. All right, let's get back to it. Rapid fire. All right. Jameis Winston, Derek Carr. Hurts or Brady? Hurts. With Devontae Parker out, super flex. Tua, still go Burrow or versus super flex. Tua still or go with Burrow. I would go with Burrow. Yes, I would go with Burrow. Is Waller going to play? I don't know. I would have a backup plan. And if you don't have a backup plan, you need to get one because I don't think that I think there's a chance he doesn't play. AJ Green or Cooks? Mike Davis or James Conner? Mike Davis. Hopkins, DJ Moore or Terry McLaurin? I would go with Hopkins. Lockett or AJ Green? I would go with Lockett. Jacobs or Patterson? Non-PPR. Jacobs, non-PPR. Do I drop Claypool or Shepard for Slayton? If you need to play somebody, I would drop Shepard. Otherwise, I would just keep Shepard. Chase Edmonds or James Conner. James Conner. Okay, no, actually, if full point PPR, give me Chase Edmonds. Otherwise, James Conner. Danny Jones or Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke. Waddle or Devontae Smith. For me, I would go with Devontae Smith. Do you think Zach Ertz will have a good game? Yes, I do. I think he'll be okay. Jacobs or Patterson on PPR. Jacobs, Alex Collins or Gibson. Gibson. Who are your top wide receivers this week? I'll answer that in a question. I mean, here, I'll give you some of them. Some of my top: Devontae Smith, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Smith, or DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, DJ Moore, Jamar Chase, Debo. Those are some of the top ones. Would you flex Slayton? Yeah, it depends on the other options, but I think he's definitely flex worthy this week. With AB out, I need a wide receiver, and there's Van Jefferson, St. Brown, Tyler Johnson, Gage on the waivers. I would go with, if it's full point PPR, give me Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Otherwise, I would personally go with Jefferson. T. Higgins or Patterson? T. Higgins. I need to pick up a quarterback for next week. My options are Tannehill against Indy or Darnold versus Atlanta. I would go with Darnold. Yes, Darnold. T. Higgins or Julio? T. Higgins. Mike Gesicki or Hawkinson? I would go with Hawkinson there. Alex Collins, Khalil Herbert or Freeman? Alex Collins. Do you think Tanny will be good this week? I hope so. It just comes down to Derrick Henry. Does he run all over them? I think that this is a really good matchup and he should be good, but I'm not ranking him inside my top 10 or top 12. You think Ertz will be good? Yes. McKissick or Gibson? Gibson. Mo Alley Cox, Uzomah, or Gerald Everett to start. I would go with Mo Alley Cox this week. Is Waller playing? I'm not sure. Yeah, have a backup tight end. I'm not sure if he's playing this week or not. Who to start at full point PPR? We got Alex Collins, Bateman, Edmonds, or Stevenson. I would go with Edmonds there. Slayton, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. I would go with Slayton there, yes. Gibson plus Higgins for Jefferson. Yeah, I would do that trade. Devontae Smith or Gibson. Gibson. Winston or Tanny. I would go with Tanny there, yes. Tanny. Who to play? No, I already got that one. Pick two. Pittman, Mooney, Ruggs. Full point PPR. I would go with Pittman and Ruggs. Slayton or Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Slayton. Go with Slayton. Freeman or Herbert? I would go with Freeman there. And once again, if you're over on YouTube, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. There's only 30 people over here. All you're going to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Slayton or Amon-Ra St. Brown for flex? Slayton. Freeman or Shepard? Or no, Freeman or Herbert? Freeman. Devontae Smith or Pittman? Pittman. No, Devontae Smith for me. Devontae Smith. McKissick or Mooney? McKissick. Pittman, Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. Callaway or Pittman? Pittman. Damian Williams or Mitchell? Mitchell. Rondell Moore or Bateman? Bateman. Mark Ingram, Brandon Ayuk, Tyson Williams. Out of all of them, I would go with Brandon Ayuk. Edmonds or Freeman? Edmonds. AJ Brown or Mike Evans? AJ Brown. Pitts or Bengals tight end? Uzomah? Pitts. Gibson or Mitchell? I would go with Gibson. Rondell Moore or Bateman? I would go with Bateman. Long live Aspire Sports. Yeah, let's go. Aspire Sports, baby. Appreciate it, Julio. Big Rich Brawl Stars. You still play Brawl? Is that who does that? The same people that did Clash Royale. Supercell, is that what it is? Should I start Devontae Smith, Darnell Mooney, Corey Davis, or Mike Davis? I would go with Mike Davis there. Matty Ice or Burrow? Burrow for me. Damian Williams or Freeman? I would go with Freeman or Damian Williams? Freeman or Damian? Freeman, yes. Matty Ice or Burrow? Eat your vegetables. That's what all those exclamation points and question marks. Come on, man. Come on. You got to spam it? Come on, man. I already answered. Burrow. I have too many guys out this week. Going to sit Lamar and keep healthy. Good thinking there. Good thinking, Brian. Freeman, Herbert, or Williams? RB2. Freeman for me. Oh, yeah. It's that time again. What up, Little Top? You got time for 2 team rankings? Yeah, go ahead, Little Top. Listen. You're a member in chat. You're a paying member. You get priority. So anytime you say something, I'm going to go to it right away. Also, if I'm not answering your YouTube questions, real quick, once again, I'm going to do another little quick plug here while Lil Top saying that. If you haven't already, smash that like button. We're almost up to 90 likes. Let's get up to 90 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. Come on over to YouTube, answering your questions. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube and I'm not answering your questions, believe me, I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. There's a lot of questions right now, but if I'm not answering your questions, you can become a member. Sign up to be a member. Low as $2.99 a month. That's all you got to do. Number one thing that you get when you get a member is you get priority in chat. Answer your questions 100% every single time. Your name is green like Little Top. You get a badge. I jump to your questions. I answer your questions every single time. Also, super chats are available. And with the membership, there's different tiers. So I'm going to say membership and chat, and it's going to pop up if anybody wants to sign up to be a member to get your questions answered. So let's get back to it. Harmon or Slayton? I would go with Slayton. Woods or Myers or Pittman? I would go with Pittman there. Rate my lineup now. Tannehill, Emmons, Elijah Mitchell, DJ Moore, Pittman, Darren Johnson. Should I pick up Slayton for Pittman? No, I would keep Pittman in there. Julio or Marquise Brown? Marquise Brown. Start Myers or Julio Jones? Julio Jones. James Conner, Devontae Booker, James Conner. Corey Davis or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Corey Davis or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. Antonio Brown or Cordell Patterson? Or no, that's Antonio Gibson or Cordell Patterson. Antonio Gibson. Appreciate all your help, bro. You're welcome. No problem. Start Myers or Julio Brown? Huh? Julio Brown? You mean Julio Jones? Myers. Garoppolo or Heineke? Heineke. Pick two. We got Julio, Gibson, Devontae Booker. I would go with Devontae Booker and Gibson. Antonio Gibson or Cordell Patterson? Antonio Gibson. First team, Dak, Aaron Jones, Eckler, Ridley, Cooper, Myers, Pitts, Damian Harris. Where would you trade an upgrade? Someone just offered me Jones and Cooper for Kupp and Adams. Ooh, I would do that trade, yes. Little Top, I would do that trade. And there's your upgrade right away. I would do that trade, yes. I would do that. Would you trade for CMC? Yeah, I mean, I would trade for him, but I think that he's going to be expensive to get. But I would trade for him, yeah. Also, if you haven't already liked the video, there we go. We're up to 90 likes. I mean, hey, we appreciate you guys. Also, we got about 50 minutes till game time. 50 minutes till game time. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. You get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. Antonio Gibson or Chuba Hubbard? Antonio Gibson. Julio or Slayton? Julio. Khalil Herbert or Damian Williams? Khalil Herbert. I get Chase Edmonds and give away Amari Cooper and have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. I get Chase Edmonds and give away Amari Cooper. Yeah, I would do that trade. I think that's a pretty fair trade both ways. Herbert or Williams? Herbert. Kupp or Adams though? Not both. Oh no, then I wouldn't do that. I thought it was honestly Kupp and Adams. I would 100% do that trade. That's Aaron Jones, right? I wouldn't do that trade now. I would keep Jones and Kupp. And if for like an upgrade, what I would do is I would take like Kupp or Cooper, Amari Cooper, and I would take like a Damian Harris and try to upgrade for like a top tier wide receiver. That's what I would do. Little Top. Pick two in a non-PPR. We got Mark Ingram, Ayuk, and Allen Robinson. I would go Ayuk and Allen Robinson. Is Tim Patrick still going to be relevant after Thursday's dud with Jerry Jeudy coming back soon? Probably. No. Once Jerry Jeudy comes back, no. Tim Patrick is just going to fall into the abyss. He's officially droppable. We have Devontae or D-Hop, Allen Robinson, or Ridley. I get Ridley. No, I want to do that trade. I'd rather have D-Hop. I mean, I'd rather have Ridley a tiny bit over D-Hop, but I probably want to. I mean, it's pretty close. If you want to do it, go for it. Do I start Khalil Herbert against the Bucks or play Alex Collins? No, I think Alex Collins is going to play. I would play him. McLaurin or Robert Woods. But if you don't have a backup, I believe that what's his face is going to play. I believe Alex Collins is going to play. But if you don't have a backup plan, like I would still probably go with Alex Collins though. But if you don't have a backup plan, you don't feel good about it, go with Khalil Herbert. McLaurin or Robert Woods? McLaurin, in need of a wide receiver 1. Would you trade Najee for Gibson and Mike Evans? No, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't do that. I would keep Najee. I think Najee is going to be like a top 3 fantasy running back for the rest of the season. I wouldn't do it. Waddle or Myers? I would go with Waddle. Yes, Waddle. Second team, 12 team. Kirk, Henry, Jacobs, McLaurin, Deontay, Waller, Schultz, Corey Davis. Really good. I like that. I think that's really good. Only thing, I mean, I wouldn't even worry about it. Like, I guess try to trade like Jacobs and who's your other running backs in that league, the low top. I guess if you don't really have an RB2, I wouldn't do that then. But if you have a decent RB2 instead of Jacobs, I would take Jacobs and then another piece and try to trade for like a top tier wide receiver. Waddle or Myers? I already got that one. Waddle or Myers? I already got that one. Waddle. Should I put Henry Ruggs over Chris Godwin? No, I would play Chris Godwin. Do I drop Collins or Gaskin? I have to pick up a wide receiver. Oh, that's brutal. I guess I would drop neither. Oh, I couldn't do it. I'd drop Gaskin, I guess. Ridley top 5 rest of the season? Yes, I think so. Thoughts on Cortland Sutton? I think Cortland Sutton's going to be good. I think he'll be okay when Jerry Jeudy comes back. Who's going to get more RB carries on the Bears? I think Herbert will get more carries. My friend told me that some guy on the radio said Waller out. Can you confirm? That's what people have been saying. I can't confirm, but people on my YouTube chat have been saying he's out. Slayton or Bateman, but I have not seen that. Literally only 2. Yeah, then I would just keep what you have. You got to keep playing the waiver, little top. That's what you got to keep doing. Do I drop Colin? No, I already got that one. On Thursday, you said to start Miles Sanders. Luckily, I trusted my gut and started Johnson. Well, hey, good for you. I'm glad. Until Miles Sanders has 20 points this week. Then you better come in chat and you better say the same thing that you just said. Trying to throw it in my face and Miles Sanders hasn't even played yet? Hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I need a wide receiver. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Darius Slayton? I would go with Darius Slayton. You think DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler going off today? I mean, they should, but I do think that the ceiling is going to be a little limited because of the game script. Should I start Freeman today over Corey Davis and Bateman? Yeah, I mean, I probably would. I think that is pretty close, but I would do that. Also got MT waiting on IR, both leagues. That's good too. A little top. Callaway or Slayton at flex? Callaway or Slayton? I would go with Callaway. No. Yeah, I got to double check that. To be honest with you. Where is Callaway? I have Callaway just a couple spots ahead of Slayton. Bateman or Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. Slayton or Bateman? Bateman. Higbee, Uzama, or Waller with his injury. So I would go with Higbee, honestly. Gaskin or Elijah Mitchell? Elijah Mitchell. Debo or Darrell Williams? I want Darrell Williams. I'm going to go with Darrell Williams there. And this is a perfect opportunity. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Get your questions answered. Not as busy. All right. Burrow or Carr today? Carr. Jonathan Taylor or Chase Edmonds to start? Jonathan Taylor. For my flex, should I start Josh Jacobs, Tyler Lockett, or Marquise Brown? Josh Jacobs, Tyler. I would go with Josh Jacobs there. I feel like I should drop Collins because he's splitting with Penny and Carson back soon. If you want to do it, go for it. Yeah, go for it. I really don't know if Rashad Penny's going to come back though. That's my biggest thing. Higbee or Ertz? I would go with Tyler Higbee. Emmons or Booker at RB2? Emmons or Emmons. Elijah Mitchell or Renfro? Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell. We're almost at 100 likes. We need one more like for 100. So if you haven't, hit that like. We're almost there, people. And there are 45 minutes till game time. 45 minutes. Thoughts on Devontae Freeman? I mean, I think he's okay. Especially this week. It's going to be rough. Seals Jones or Waller? Seals Jones. Chase or Terry? Chase. Debo or D-Hop, Tampa Bay's D against Bears or Rams against Lions. Rams against the Lions, and I would go with D-Hop over Debo. Mooney or Ruggs? Ruggs. Pick 2, Corey Davis, Hunter Renfrow, Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams for me. And Hunter Renfrow. Darrell Williams and Hunter Renfrow. Alex Collins or Miles Sanders? Or Alex Collins or Miles Gaskin? Alex Collins. James Conner, Edmonds. So if it's PPR, give me Edmonds. Otherwise, James Conner. If it's full point PPR, Edmonds. Otherwise, James Conner. Lockett or Pittman? I would go with Lockett. Gibson or Slayton? Gibson. Booker or Julio? Booker. Book him. Christian Kirk or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. Ridley for Edmonds and Godwin? I would do that trade, yes. How many points Tannehill putting up, do you think? I don't know what I have him currently projected for, but I would say... hold on. Quarterbacks. I have them projected for 18 points. Tua or Matt Ryan? I would go with Tua. Tua there. Christian Kirk or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. Booker or Julio? Booker. Did I already get these ones? Yeah, I did. Do you think that Ridley is a hold or sell? I would hold on him. You think Christian Kirk is a start? Yeah, I mean, it depends on your options, but I do think he's a solid start this week. Chase Edmonds or Robert Woods? Bobby Trees. Chase Edmonds for me. Standard scoring may seem like a stupid question. There's no stupid questions, JC. Never a stupid question. But Elijah Mitchell or Swift at the Rams? I feel like the Rams are going to limit him. I would still go with Swift, but it is close. That is close. And standard scoring, definitely it is close. But I would still go with Swift. Gibson or Slayton? Gibson. Raiders. The Raiders winning today. I think that the Raiders will probably win, but I think it's going to be a close game. Is Deontay Johnson for Calvin Ridley a good trade? I get Calvin Ridley. Yeah, I would take Calvin Ridley. Although I do love Deontay, but I am a Steelers fan, so I'm a little bit biased. Also, real quick, over on TikTok, if you're at TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's 20 people over on YouTube. I'm answering all the questions. You'll get your questions answered 100% over on YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered over on YouTube. I have Ridley, Diggs, DJ Moore, Kirk, Shepard, AB. Which one should I trade? I mean, it's really hard for me to say. I mean, you're not going to get a whole lot for like Christian Kirk, Shepard, AB right now, but I mean, I would try to trade one of them. Like, you're probably gonna have to pair like them up with another piece and try to trade for one. But I mean, it's really hard for me to say who you should try to trade. Like, obviously, Ridley, Diggs, DJ Moore. I mean, I would keep them, but I mean, I would try to trade one of them. Chase Edmonds or J.D. McKissick. Chase Edmonds. And what's up, Gaming Incorporated? Shout out to Gaming Incorporated. He's a member. Once again, you become a member, you get priority in chat. I love Deontay, but Big Ben just scares me. Yeah, Big Ben's not very good. Mike Gesicki or Pitts? I have Pitts. How concerning is the weather in San Fran? I have Bagley. Yeah, definitely for like when it comes to kickers, I wouldn't feel comfortable playing kickers in bad weather. That's definitely one. Like the other positions, I don't care that much about. Like obviously, if it's really, really, really bad weather and like high winds, quarterback, the play for quarterbacks and raining comes in the play here, but especially for kickers, I wouldn't really play the kickers in that game. Julio Jones or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. McKissick or Freeman? McKissick. Jacobs or Chase? Jamar Chase. Higgins or Kirk? Higgins. Miles Sanders or Booker? Miles Sanders. Should I start A.J. Brown or DK Metcalf? A.J. Brown. Ridley for Debo? I'd rather have Ridley's side. Higgins or Kirk? Higgins. Been watching you every Sunday. Now, much appreciate. Hey, appreciate you, Steve. Thank you. Stephen Wilbur. Shout out to Stephen Wilbur. Appreciate you for watching every Sunday. Thank you. Tuning in. Julio Jones or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. Would you trade Gesicki and Michael Carter for Miles Sanders and A-Rob Darnold or Arnold? I have Andrews, but he's on bye. Would you trade Gesicki and Carter for Miles Sanders and A-Rob / Arnold. So I'm confused here. So what side are you getting? What side are you getting? Kirk or Renfro? Christian Kirk. Higgins or Julio? Higgins. Godwin or Cooks? Cooks. Gibson or Sanders? Gibson there. Miles Sanders, Chase Edmonds, Devontae Smith. Choose two. I would go with Miles Sanders and Chase Edmonds there. In a keeper league, would you trade Kamara and possibly one other for Najee? Yeah, I would. Getting the Miles Sanders side. Yeah, I would do that then. I would do that trade, yes. Waddle or DK? I would go with Waddle. OJ or Ricky Seals-Jones? Ricky Seals. Devontae Booker or Michael Carter? Devontae Booker. Jalen Waddle or Lockett? Jalen Waddle. Corey Davis or Marquez Callaway? Marquez Callaway. Chuba Hubbard or Connor? Chuba Hubbard. Do I get this? Do I do this? Corey Davis for Bateman? Yeah, I would do that. Pick 2 in PPR leagues. We got Collins, Woods, Lockett, James Conner. I would go with James Conner, and I would go with Woods there. Hi there, need a kicker help. Paralysis by analysis. Get a league kicker that gets mostly Bucker or suck up or a more solid field goal. So I would just attach it to one of the highest powered offenses, like Bucker or suck up. I would get one of those guys. I would personally go with like if you need one for this week, I would go with suck up. If I have no options, would you be confident starting ASB? Oh, that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I mean, if you have no other options, sure. I think in PPR he's okay. I have Evans and Hopkins starting. Should my flex be Cooks or Hollywood Brown? PPR league. I would go with Cooks there. Waddle or Myers? Waddle. Higgins or Pittman? Higgins. Edmonds or Damian Harris? Damian Harris. And this feels like a perfect opportunity. Real quick, I guess this one. Is Pittman or Dearness Johnson over paying or good buy low candidates for Ridley? I mean, I think that you're trying to trade away Ridley or trying to trade them for Ridley. Like, if you're trading them for Ridley, I doubt that the person takes it, but I would send it. Full send. McKissick or Collins? I would go with McKissick. Tua or Wentz? Both. I would go with Tua there, Sean. Are you sure about Cooks over Godwin? I feel like Evans, if going to get locked down, they're going to have... Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to go with it, Kevin, do you. I mean, me personally, like, for me, Brandon Cooks is seeing a ridiculous amount of usage right now. That's why I would go. In a game that they should be playing from behind very early, that's why I like them. Where I think that Tampa Bay wins today. Julio or Hunter Renfro? I would go with Hunter Renfro, or I would go with Julio there. Pick 3, Hollywood Brown, Ridley, Debo, DJ Moore. So I would go with Ridley, Debo, DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson and Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman. Yo, Hartman, Mooney, Slayton, Callaway, or Bateman. Pick 2. I would go with Slayton and Rashad Bateman. Is it time to drop OBJ next week? I wouldn't drop him yet. Dearness looked good. He did look good. Dearness did look good. All right, quick time for a great time for a little plug. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button. Let's get up to 115 likes here. 115 likes. Can we do it? So 115 likes. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you're over on TikTok right now, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's only 20 people over here. 20 people over here. I'm answering all the questions. So come on over, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over to YouTube. Not as busy. Get your questions answered. So profile in the description. In my description, you'll see my link tree. My link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. All right. McLaurin or Waddle? For me, McLaurin. Herbert, Ayuk, or Kirk? Kirk. Give me Christian Kirk this week. I like Christian Kirk. You like AJ Brown or D-Hop today? D-Hop for me. With Gibson being healthy now, should I start McKissick or should I start Alex Collins? I would still go with J.D. McKissick there. As long as it's PPR, Jack. Higbee or Ertz? I would go with Higbee. I would go with Higbee personally. All right, and we're caught up. Nice. So another quick little plug. If you appreciate what I do and you want to show your support, Patreon's available. Also, super chats are available. And the biggest thing that I would recommend is become a member, because if you become a member, you get priority in chat. There's different tiers that you can unlock as low, starting at $2.99. It's that cheap. I mean, it's price for going to McDonald's for a day, right? Not even. It's cheaper than that. So $2.99. The number one thing though is you get priority in chat. So I jumped to your question. As you can see, little top there, he says, should I start Gesicki or Kirk this week? I would say Gesicki, and he gets priority in chat. So that's why you should become a member. Get priority in chat and always get your questions answered. Hit that like button. Aspire Sports is the best. Hey, thanks, Summer. Tour Joey B today. For me, Joey B. Komet or Howard? Howard. Would you start Julio this week? I would start Julio. I mean, it depends on your other options, but yeah. Elijah Mitchell or Myles Gaskin? Elijah Mitchell. Freeman or Herbert? I would go with Freeman. Herbert, Damian Williams, or Freeman? I would go with Freeman there. J.D. McKissick or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams for me, DJ. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. Hi, Tyler. What's up? It's game day. What's up, Iron? How you doing, Iron? See, look at that. Iron and Gaming Incorporated. 2 members there. Priority in chat. What's up, Iron? How you doing today? I find it so funny that Derrick Henry's projected score keeps rising to the points where he's projected in the 20s. That man is actually not human. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I find it funny that Derrick Henry right now is on pace for over 500 total touches. 500 total touches. That's disgusting. That's nasty. Nasty. PPR, we got Tyler Boyd or Miles Sanders. Bateman or Amon-Ra St. Brown. I would go with Bateman. Waddle or Damien Harris. Goff or Geno Smith. Honestly, I would go Geno Smith. Darnell Mooney or Tyler Boyd? I would go with Darnell Mooney. Should I trade Damian Harris and Kupp for Keenan Allen or D-Hop? I would do it for D-Hop, personally, Little Top. I would do that. Or even I would do Justin Jefferson 100%. If you can get Justin Jefferson, I would do that 100%. Edmonds, Carter, Booker, pick 2. I would go with Booker and Edmonds. Okay. Booker or Gibson? Gibson for me. Give me Gibson. Gibson or McKissick? Gibson. Devontae Booker and Michael Carter. I would go with Devontae Booker. Collins, Herbert, or Freeman? Alex Collins. I would go Alex Collins there, Steven. And shout out to everybody in chat that's been hanging out with me all day. We got nearly 30 minutes until game time. Get those lineups set. Get your bets in. Submit your DFS lineups. Get in those tournaments, all that kind of fun stuff that you do. Let's get it. Geno's lined up against the second rated defense in our league, but Goff is coming off another heartbreaking loss. So maybe is this the Lions' week? I've honestly been thinking about it, but I don't think so. I just think that the Rams are too good. Pick 2, we got Patterson, Hubbard, or Gibson. I would go with Gibson and Hubbard. Devontae Booker, Damian Williams. I would go with Devontae Booker. Damian Harris or Joe Mixon. Freeman, Callaway, or Shepard for flex. I would go with out of all those with those guys, I would go with Freeman. Devontae Booker, Elijah Mitchell, Gibson, or Mike Davis. Honestly, Mike Davis. Fire up Mike Davis this week. Love Mike Davis this week. Would you drop Herbert to start Freeman? No, I'd just rather fire at Freeman. I think that Herbert has more potential for the rest of the season than Freeman does. Rate my team, JC says. Lamar, Aaron Jones, Swift, Melvin Gordon, Elijah Mitchell, AJ Dillon, Jamal Williams, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Knox, Ertz, Jerry Jeudy. I think that team's really good. I would give it an A. Honestly, that team's really good. Yes, an A. All right, so let's go over to TikTok real quick. Edmonds or Mitchell? Mitchell. Damian Harris or Julio Jones? Damian Harris. Damian Harris or Robert Woods? Damian Harris. Gino did well when he came in for Russ injury, but truly disappointed last week. Yeah, he was bad last week. It was a really tough matchup. I mean, this week is a tough matchup, but at least he's home. Herbert or Booker at running back? Booker for me. Godwin or Woods or Rams? I would go Godwin there. Higgins or Hunter Henry? Higgins. Devontae Smith or Tyler Boyd? Devontae Smith. Godwin or Seattle's running back? Godwin, Woods, or Seattle's running back? Godwin. Kyler or Stafford? Kyler. Shepard is out. Would you start Bryan Edwards or Mooney? I would go with Bryan Edwards there, Iron. Tyler Lockett or Robbie Anderson? Tyler Lockett for me. Herbert or Booker? Booker. Assuming he's not questionable, TJ Hawkinson or Seals Jones? TJ Hawkinson for me. Devontae Smith or Bateman? Devontae Smith. Get sick of your Hawkinson. Hawkinson. Start 3. DeAndre Swift, Cordell Patterson, Alex Collins, Chuba Hubbard. I would go with DeAndre Swift, Alvin Kamara, and I would go with if it's PPR, I would go with Chuba Hubbard unless it's full point PPR. I would go with Cordell Patterson. Good morning, everyone. Yo, what's up, J4? Love your content. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Bobby. Thank you. Make sure everyone hits that like button. Yeah, come on. Let's get up to 120 likes. I think that would be the most for a live stream. I don't know what the most is for a live stream. 120 is definitely close, though. So let's get up to 120 likes. Khalil Herbert or Damian Williams? J4, I would go with Khalil Herbert there. Also, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Come on over. Look at me waving you over. Come on over. It's not as busy. There's only 20 people over here, so you will 100% get your questions answered over on YouTube. And it's really easy. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree that's in my description. Click on the link tree. At the very top, you're going to see YouTube videos. Go click on the YouTube videos. Come on over. It's really easy. Get your questions answered. Renfro or Mikael Hardman? Renfro. I will go with Hunter Renfro. Devontae Smith Devontae Freeman or Alex Collins? I would go with Alex Collins there. The GOAT. I would go with, is that Tom Brady? No, the GOAT. Who's two? Lamar Jackson or Matt Ryan? Lamar Jackson. Like and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Yes, that is true. Is Miles Sanders having a big day today? Honestly, I do think so. That's one of my bold predictions. Miles Sanders is going to have a big day. Do you think I could trade Tyler Lockett and Antonio Brown for someone's wide receiver 1? Possible. I mean, I would try to offer it. I don't know if you could right now with Lockett, but I honestly would just keep those two guys. Devontae Smith or Tyler Boyd? Devontae Smith. Trade Thielen for Waller, W or L? W. Sanders or Damian Williams? Sanders. Devontae Smith or Tyler Lockett? Devontae Smith. Hurts or Tannehill? Hurts. I would go with Jalen Hurts. 115 likes. Come on, we can get 5 more. Let's get 120. Jamal Williams or Antonio Gibson? Antonio Gibson for me. And let's see, Booker or Gibson at flex. I would go with Gibson there, Patty. Devontae Smith or Jacoby Myers? Devontae Smith. Waddle or Woods? Waddle. Shepard or Pittman? Shepard's out. Hey, real quick. I'm going to go over this real quick. I'm going to say some of the inactives that I know so far that have been released today. So we have Stevenson's inactive, so definitely fire Damian Harris today. You have Sterling Shepard is officially out. Devontae Parker is officially out, so fire up Waddle. Darius Slayton becomes a viable option this week. And Jets, Tevin Coleman is officially out this week. So Michael Carter takeover is starting to happen. Get Michael Carter while you can. Get him while you can. Snaps have been going up every single week. Touches are going up. The offense will get a little bit better as the season progresses. It doesn't need to be good. It just needs to not be the worst offense in the NFL. And then Michael Carter is going to be a viable RB2 for the rest of the season. All right. McLaurin or Godwin? Godwin. Trade Dalvin Cook, W or L? I would keep him. Love these streams. Appreciate it, Charlie. What happened to Ramondre Stevenson, Patriot? I don't know. Maybe he's just a healthy scratch. I don't know. I haven't seen. I just know that he's out. Matt Ryan or Winston? I would go with Matt Ryan. Waddle or Bateman? Waddle. Gibson or Mike Davis? Gibson or Mike Davis for me. Antonio Gibson, Lockett, Smith, pick 2. I would go with Antonio Gibson and Smith. Elijah Mitchell or Chase Edmonds? Elijah Mitchell. Mike Davis or Herbert? Mike Davis. And thank you for subscribing to Charlie and Jay Lee. Rashad Penny or Gaskin. I would go with Gaskin there. So with Michael Carter being RB1 today, should I start him over Booker? No, I would start Booker because Booker's definitely the RB1. Ty Johnson will still be involved in the offense, so I would still go Booker. Mike Davis, Gibson, or McKissick. I would go with only one of them, Mike Davis. Michael Carter or Gibson. Gibson for me. I would go Gibson there. And we're at 118. 2 more likes to get 120. Come on, we can do it. 2 more likes. We still got, plenty of time here. 25 minutes. Michael Carter, Mike Davis. Mike Davis for me. Mike Davis. And once again, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. Also on TikTok, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm gonna end the stream and reboot it. I'm gonna do it again. So hit the follow button. Actually, I guess I'll keep it up. There's 1.5k likes. Hey, appreciate you guys. Mixon or Ridley? Mixon. Godwin or Hollywood? I would go with Godwin there. Trade Dalvin Cook. I wouldn't trade him. I mean, it depends on who you're trading him for. 119 likes now. 120. There we go. McLaurin or Chase? For me, Chase. I would go Chase. Mixon or Ridley? Mixon. Herbert, James Conner, or Damian Harris? Pick 2. I would go with James Conner and Damian Harris, Jake. James Conner, Damian Harris. McLaurin or Chase? Chase. Herbert or Gibson? Gibson. Alex Collins or Carter? I'll go with Alex Collins. Brady or Rodgers? Brady for me. Give me Brady. All right, I'm going to end this TikTok stream and then I'm going to boot it back up here. How many points do you expect from Mixon today? I expect around 14. I think that Mixon is okay. I view him, I forget where I have him ranked. I have to look it up. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this back up. All right. Where do I have him? I think I have him as like RB11 today. Oh, no, I have him higher than that. I have 7. Yeah, because there's a lot of bye weeks. Duh. What does your fantasy lineup look like? I mean, there's so many. I'll tell you one person that I have it literally in every single league. I tweeted this out before the season started. That's DeAndre Swift. So love that pick. That was one of my best picks so far. Kyler or Rodgers? Kyler. Drop Herbert for Carter? Yes, I would. Run on more Brandon Ayuk or Darius Slayton? Only one of them. I would go with Darius Slayton there. Waller or Gesicki? Gesicki. Waddle or Freeman at flex? Waddle. Kyle Larson or Kyle Busch? I don't know NASCAR that much. I used to watch NASCAR a lot when I was younger. I love Jeff Gordon, but now that he's retired, I would go with Kyle Busch though. So I'm 2-4, but I have highest points with for 797, but also highest points against. Should I be worried? No, I wouldn't. As long as you're scoring a bunch of points, no, it's just you've had bad luck, and the luck will turn around. At least it should. It should turn around. Waller, Gesicki. Renfrow or Pittman? Pittman. Bounce back week for Ridley? Yeah, I think Ridley will have a solid week. Absolutely. All right, 20 minutes till game time, baby. 20 minutes. Let's get these questions in. It's the witching hour, as they say over on Red Zone. That's what it is, Red Zone. Having to start Burrow while having Baltimore's defense, and I'm a Ravens fan, so I'm kind of worried. Yeah, that's never like a good feeling. I hate when that kind of stuff happens. Like, especially when you're a fan of a team. I know that's rough. That's the worst part about fantasy football. Pick 2, Darius Slayton, Rondale Moore, Ayuk. Darius Slayton and Ayuk for me. What should I do with Robbie Anderson? He's been a total bust. Yeah, I mean, I would have told you not to draft him. But he's at least seeing targets, okay? He's at least seeing targets. If you want to drop him, I mean, go for it. But he's seeing targets, so I would hold on to him. Pick 3, we got Darrell Williams, Jacobs, Davis, James Conner. I would go with Darrell Williams, Mike Davis, and James Conner. Hi, what's up? We got pick 2. We got T. Higgins, McKissick, Mike Davis. I would go with Mike Davis and McKissick there. Mooney, Ayuk, or Slayton. I would go with Slayton or just one of them, Slayton. Hubbard or Herbert. I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Start Andrews or Ertz? Andrews. Patrick Mahomes or Matthew Stafford? Patrick Mahomes. Hubbard or Herbert? Hubbard or Herbert? Hubbard or Herbert? Hubbard. Ertz or Goddard? Goddard. I would go with Goddard. Dallas Goddard. Tannehill is better than Darnold this week. Yes, I would go with Tannehill. Give me Tanny. Give me big old Tanny boy. Khalil Herbert or Damian Williams? Khalil Herbert. Renfro, Slayton today. Slayton. Raymond or Anderson? Anderson. I would go with Anderson there. And if you haven't already, smash that like button if you're over on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. There's only 20 people over here, but I'm answering the questions. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. And appreciate, big shout out to everybody who's a part of the live stream today. Thank you all. Means a lot to me. Thank you for being a part of the live stream. So let's get to it. Tannehill, let me see. Corey Davis or Ayuk or Robbie Anderson. I would go with Corey Davis. I already have Devontae Booker starting. So would you start Slayton or Pascal? Okay, so one of those guys, I would go with Slayton there. Pick 2, we got Booker, Harris, Gibson, Connor. I would go with Harris and Gibson. Mitchell or JD? I would go with Mitchell. You don't think Ertz will be good amount of targets now that he's new teammate? No, I much rather go with Andrews. I mean, I do think that could happen, but I'd rather go Andrews. Gronk, or no, that's Brady or Rodgers? Brady. Michael Carter or Damian Harris? Damian Harris. I have Waller. Would you play Ricky Seals-Jones right now or add Cole Kmet for just for 3 just in case Waller plays? No, I would just play Ricky Seals, Sammy. I would just play Ricky Seals. Should I trade Eckler for Henderson and JJ? Yes, I would. Little top. Same team I got Aaron Jones on. Absolutely, I would do that trade. Who do you think has more points this week? Damian Harris or Miles Sanders? I think Damian Harris, but I do like Miles Sanders this week. Mitchell or Pittman? Mitchell. How to Spire Sports. Doing my science homework before kickoff. What is mitochondrion? Mitochondrion is like isn't it in cells? I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's in like the cells. In cells, yeah, yeah. Kirk or Slayton? Slayton. No, I would go with Kirk there. Damian Harris or McKissick? Damian Harris. Antonio Gibson or Julio? Antonio Gibson. Jacoby Myers or Miles Sanders? Miles Sanders. So Waller is out. I don't know if he's officially been ruled out. I don't think he's officially been ruled out, but I wouldn't trust him even if he does play. I would just play Ricky Seals. I do like Ricky Seals this week. Julio Jones or Gibson? Gibson, Hurts or Tannehill? Hurts. McKissick or Slayton? Full point PPR. We got, I would go with McKissick there. Julio or Gibson? Gibson. Gibson or Elijah Mitchell? Gibson. A lot of Gibson here. And if you haven't already, if you're on YouTube, smash the like button. Let's get up to 130 likes. And also, if you aren't already, subscribe to the channel. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. There's only 20 people over on YouTube right now. I'm answering all the questions. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. I'll answer your questions over here. And there, I got an invite for a like. Or invite, what was that? An invite to a co-host? I'm sorry, I'm not really live on TikTok right now. Well, I am live on TikTok, but I'm answering questions over on YouTube. So come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. All you got to do, click on my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Sammy, for stopping by. Darrell Williams or AJ Brown at flex. Darrell Williams for me. Pick 3. We got Julio Gibson. Julio Gibson, Devontae Booker, Cordell Patterson. I would go with all the running backs. Well, I guess Cordell is kind of a running back wide receiver, but I would go with Gibson, Devontae Booker, Cordell Patterson. Higgins or Waddle? Waddle. AJ Dillon, AJ Green, Julio or Rashad Bateman. Out of all those guys, I would go with Julio. Gibson or Carter or Connor? I would go with Gibson. Should I trade Jefferson for Brandon Cooks and Leonard Fournette? Yeah, I would do that. Absolutely. Pick 2. We got Gibson, Herbert, Mitchell. Gibson and Herbert. Ertz or Fant rest of the season? I would go with Fant. Waddle or Renfro? For me, Waddle. Slayton or Davis? Slayton. Or that's Corey Davis. I would go with Corey Davis. Pittman or Jamal Williams? Pittman. Bateman or Gesicki? Gesicki. Chris Evans or Jared Patterson? Chris Evans. McKissick or Damian Harris? Damian Harris. Gesicki or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Pick 2, we got Debo, D-Hop, Debo, Godwin, Chuba, Marquise Brown. I would go with D-Hop, Debo. Okay, so only 2 of those guys? I would go with D-Hop and Debo. Gibson or Harris? Gibson or Harris? I have Gibson higher. Chuba or Fournette? Fournette. Freeman or Collins? Banged out though. I would go with Collins there. They said that he's going to play. I believe he's going to play. Slayton or David? David. Who's David? Or Davis? That's Davis? I would go with Slayton. Or I would go with Davis. Bateman or Gesicki? Gesicki. Who should I pick up for Waller? So OJ Howard. So if you have Darren Waller, some guys to pick up. OJ Howard, Mo Alley Cox. Who else is there? Was looking at OJ Howard, Mo Alley Cox, Gerald Everett. The backup, I forget what his name is for the Las Vegas Raiders as well. Elijah Mitchell or Marquise Brown. I would go with Elijah Mitchell. Alex Collins or Gaskin. Alex Collins. No, I would go with Gaskin. I'm sorry, Gaskin. Devontae Booker or Gibson. Gibson. You like Herbert more than Mitchell? You seem so high on Mitchell. Did I say that? No, Mitchell. I would want Mitchell higher than Herbert. I'm sorry if I said Herbert. My bad. Yeah, definitely Mitchell over Herbert. I would go 100%. My bad if I said something else. Pick 2. So you're Jack. Okay, so I would go Gibson and Mitchell. I'm sorry if I said Herbert. That's my bad. Jamar Chase or Ridley? Ridley. Elijah Mitchell or Marquise Brown? Elijah Mitchell. Chuba or Fournette? I would go with Fournette over Chuba. Jamar Chase or Ridley? I would go with Ridley. And hopefully I said Ridley. I am, like, these questions are starting to overlap a little bit here. I'm down bad. Chris Evans. That is really bad. Oh, that's brutal. I would go with Chris Evans there. Chuba or Fournette? Fournette. Hollywood Brown or T. Or no, that's Julio Jones or T. Higgins. T. Higgins. Gesicki or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Who should I start at flex? AJ Brown, Mike Davis, Damian Harris. I would go with AJ Brown over all of them. Gaskin or Mooney? Gaskin. Julio or Elijah Mitchell? Elijah Mitchell. Julio or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. And real quick, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Smash the like button. Let's get up to 135 likes. Come on. We can do it. 135 likes. And if you're over on TikTok, also if you're on YouTube as well, subscribe to the channel. If you're over on TikTok, hit that follow button, hit that like button. But also, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. There's only 20-some people in here. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to the link tree. My link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. All right. Rodgers and Adams or Stafford, and I would rather have Rodgers and Adams. Although Kupp right now is on pace to be to break the most points scored by a wide receiver in fantasy history. So that's Cooper Kupp for you. League winner. Bateman or Edmonds? Bateman or Edmonds? I would go Edmonds. Metcalf or Hollywood? Hollywood. Skipping my questions. SMH. Hey, here's a good one for you, okay? If you want your questions answered, listen, I'm literally trying to answer every single question right now. Literally trying to answer every single question. So if you want to cry about it, I mean, unfortunately, there's the door for you. Literally, I'm trying to answer every question. But if you want to guarantee that your question gets answered, you can... Super Chat's available. Also become a member. Member low as $2.99 a month. All you got to do is sign up, become a member. You get priority in chat. 100% you get your questions answered if you're a member. Booker or Carter? I would go with Booker. Yes, Booker. McLaurin or Marquise Brown? I would go with McLaurin there. Herbert or Rashad Penny? I would go with Khalil Herbert. Brandon, Ayuk, Bateman, or A-Rob? I would go with Bateman. Pittman or Julio? Pittman. Sony, Michael Carter, Jamal Williams, or Hines. Pick one. So I would go with, out of all of them, Hines. Waddle or Myers? I would go with Waddle. Freeman playing Bengals or Collins? I would go with Collins. You think Watson is worth stashing yet? Yes, I think Watson is good in like 2-quarterback or super flex leagues. Yes. Mooney or Slayton? I would go with Slayton there. Ayuk, Bateman, or A-Rob, Bateman, Robbie Anderson, or Allen Robinson, AJ Brown or AJ Dillon, or no, that's AJ Green or AJ Dillon. AJ Green. I'll choose the door then. Peace. Pittman or AJ Brown. AJ Brown. Mark Ingram, Pettis, or Ayuk. Ayuk. Darnold or Watson or Winston. I would go with Winston. Should I start Henry or wait for Waller's decision? And then if he's, yeah, I would do that. If you can get his backup, Johnny, I would just do that. Al Robinson, Pittman, or Bateman. Pick two. I would go with Pittman. Sanders or Booker. Sanders. Freeman or McKissick. Devontae Freeman or McKissick. McKissick. Khalil Herbert or Damian Williams. I would go with Khalil Herbert. Metcalf or Bateman. Metcalf. All right. And if you haven't already, hit that like button. We're now 9 minutes away, people. 9 minutes away. Subscribe. If you're over on TikTok, come on over. Get your questions answered. Come on. We got 9 minutes left. Come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. Come on over. Get your questions answered. We got 9 minutes. Also, tonight, I will be releasing my top waiver wire pickups tonight. So make sure you check that out. They'll be out tonight. Julio Jones or Darius Slayton? Julio Jones. Edmonds or Carter? I'm worried about Connor carries and blowout. I would still go with Edmonds there, but if you want to go with Carter, I mean, go for it. But I would still go with Edmonds. Gaskin or Damian Williams? Gaskin, Allen Robinson, Pittman, or Bateman? Pick two. You already picked one. Oh, I'm sorry. So I would go with Bateman and Pittman. Penny or Mitchell? Mitchell. I would go with Elijah Mitchell there, Iron. Answering every question, you the man. Hey, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Allen Robinson. No, I already got that one. OJ or Hunter Henry? I would go with Hunter Henry there. Should I start Mike Davis or Devontae Freeman? Mike Davis. Booker or Slayton for flex? Booker. Tyler Boyd, Robbie Anderson, Amon-Ra St. Brown need two. I would go with Robbie Anderson and Tyler Boyd. That's brutal. That's terrible. Callaway or Hardman. Callaway. Mark Ingram or Penny? Mark Ingram. Rondell Moore. Honestly, I would probably fire Penny at that point because, I would just go with Penny. Rondell Moore or Allen Robinson. Tyler Boyd, Robbie Anderson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I got that one. Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd. Miles Sanders or Jalen Waddle. I would go with Jalen Waddle there if it's PPR. Actually, yeah, I would go with Jalen Waddle. Jarnell Mooney, Allen Robinson, Marquez Callaway. Only one. I would go with Marquez Callaway. Debo, Bateman, D. Smith, Slayton, or Renfro. Pick two. Yeah, I'm desperate. That's terrible. I feel bad for you. Debo, Bateman, Devontae Smith, Slayton, or Renfro. So I would go with Debo and Devontae Smith there. Reverse. All right, 7 minutes now. Let's get up to 140 likes. Come on, we can get up to 140 likes on YouTube. Smash that like button if you're on YouTube. Also, once again, if you're over on TikTok, come on over. Come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. There's only 20-some people over here. You'll get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to the YouTube channel. So come on over. Get your questions answered over on YouTube. Thoughts on Ronald Jones? Listen, I liked Ronald Jones to begin the year, and it definitely looks like Leonard Fournette's the guy. Like, Ronald Jones is just more of in case something were to happen to Leonard Fournette. Lockett, Slayton, Gibson, pick two. I would go with Lockett and Gibson. Terry or Moore? DJ Moore? I would go with DJ Moore. Devontae Booker or Amon-Ra St. Brown? Devontae Booker. Elijah Mitchell or Gibson? Gibson. Allen Robinson or Slayton? Slayton. Tannehill or Winston? Tannehill. Mooney or Slayton? Slayton. And once again, almost to 140. Let's get it. 3 likes from 140. Come on, we can do it. Before 1 o'clock, we can do it. We can do it, team. 6 minutes. Lockett or Allen Robinson? Lockett. Alex Collins or Seals and flex? Lots of injuries. I would go with Alex Collins there. Should I put Damian Harris in this week? Yeah, I mean, I think he's a good start this week. James Conner, Zach Ertz, James Conner. CD or Henderson? Well, CD's not playing this week. Henderson. Khalil Herbert or Alex Collins? Alex Collins for me. Unless you're worried about Alex Collins not playing, I do think like they're kind of the same range for me. So Khalil Herbert's okay. 140 likes. There we go. High five. High five to everybody on YouTube, and also high five everybody over on TikTok. High five, yo. But now, come on over to YouTube. You got 5 minutes left. Come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. So, profile in the description, the link tree, YouTube channel. Packers defense or Niners defense? I would go with the Niners defense. Actually, no, I would go with Packers defense. I got to double check that. Let me check my rankings. I'm not quite sure about that one, to be honest with you. Where do I have? Yeah, I have the Packers defense. Packers defense for me. TJ or Edmonds at flex? TJ. Alex Collins or JD McKissick? JD McKissick. Kirk or Rondo Moore? Kirk. Alex Collins is good to go for Monday as of like 5 minutes ago. Hey, there we go. So fire up Alex Collins then if you have questions. Well, not Alex Collins over Gibson. I would go with Gibson there. Tunyon or Robinson and flex. I would go with Robinson. AJ Brown or Terry McLaurin? AJ Brown. AJ Green, Kirk, or Callaway in a storm. I would go with Christian. Out of all of them, I would go with AJ Green. Thanks for the help. Good luck today. Yo, good luck to you as well. Appreciate you stopping by. AJ Brown or DK Metcalf. AJ Brown. Kirk or Rondo Moore? Kirk. Gesicki or Williams for flex? Gesicki. Devontae Booker or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams. Unless that was Darrell Williams, then I would have gone to Darrell Williams, Daniel. Ruggs or Devontae Smith? I would go with Devontae Smith. Miles Sanders or Antonio Gibson? Antonio Gibson. AJ Brown or DK? AJ Brown. Hunter Renfrow or Sterling Shepard? Hunter Renfrow or Sterling Shepard? Sterling Shepard's out, so Hunter Renfrow. Why Slayton? What was the question? I don't even know what the question was. Geno, Zach Wilson, Jimmy G, or Goff? Jimmy G, I guess I would go. He's the highest. Don't feel great about it though. Gesicki or Williams? Once again, if this is like Darrell Williams, I would go with Williams. Otherwise, Gesicki. Josh Jacobs or James Conner? Josh Jacobs or James Conner? Josh Jacobs. I have to start Julio and Ayuk today because of injuries and buys. Well, best of luck to you, Johnny. Gesicki or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Devontae Smith or Michael Pittman? Devontae Smith. Higgins or Bateman? Higgins. Lockett or Freeman? Lockett. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. On fire. Look at that. Finger guns. Let's go, baby. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're over on TikTok, hit the subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, like the video. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get your questions answered. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to the link tree. The link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. Come on over. Get your questions answered. 2 minutes. So profile in the description. The link tree over to the YouTube channel. All right. Terry McLaurin, bounce back week. Yes. Now that Alex Collins is playing, do I still go McKissick? Yes, I still would. Waddle or Brandon Cooks? Brandon Cooks. Gesicki or Waddle? I would go Gesicki. I have to start Gaskin because of injuries and buys. That's okay. Dawson Waller, I wouldn't play him today if you have a better option. Edmonds or Connor? I would go with Connor. If it's standard or half point. Will Waller play today? I would not trust it. Waddle or McLaurin? McLaurin. Antonio Gibson or Fournette? Fournette. Elijah Mitchell or Mike Davis? Mike Davis. Anderson or Slayton? I would go with Slayton there. Any chance Gaskin does good? I think there's a yeah, I think he'll be okay. A-Rob or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. I would go OJ Howard over Brait. Devontae Freeman or Kenny Gainwell? Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman. Let's get it. Devontae Freeman. Once again, 1 minute. Come on over to YouTube if you're on TikTok. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to the link tree. Link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. Devontae Freeman or JD McKissick. JD McKissick. Boy, been talking a lot today. Talking a lot. Lockett or Cooks? Cooks. Cooks. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, dudes. Just like that. We're at 1 o'clock here. Marquise Brown or Sterling Shepard? Marquise Brown. Sterling Shepard's out. Julio or Gibson? Gibson. Julio or Gibson? Gibson. Gibson, Gibson, Gibson. Gibson, Gibson, Gibson. And there we go. I think we're good. I think we're all caught up. Hey, it was a good stream. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out, being a part of the live stream. Antonio Gibson or Waddle. Antonio Gibson. Appreciate everybody being a part of the live stream, hanging out today. Thank you to you all. And tonight, will be my waiver wires. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. I'll be doing waiver wires on TikTok as well. So subscribe, hit the follow button. Appreciate everybody. I'm going to log off. Waddle or lock it? Waddle. Log off. So thank you to everybody that's been a part of the live stream. And good luck today, people. Good luck to you all. McKissicker, Booker, AJ Green, or Devontae Smith. Good luck, people. Peace. Peace.